A couple of my friends went to. Okay, so let's start from this. A couple of my friends went to the Coldplay concert, okay, in Bangkok. And one of my very close friend, he was telling me about to experience. I was supposed to go as well. I couldn't make it. होइन उसले भन्दै थियो कि त्यो एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ सञ्जय लाइक त्यो होल त्यो एम्बियन्स जसरी त्यो उनीहरूले केटर गरिदिने रहेछ नि होइन द होल सेट द्याट दे डु हुन्छ नि होइन
Xylo thing
with the whatever it's called के भन्छ त्यसलाई
they control it through their
Xylo. It's called Xylo.
yeah.
That and then the way that they interact with the crowd and with the way the entire Coldplay coordinated performance हुन्छ नि होइन it's something that you need to see experience it अनि त्यसपछि तिमीले रियलाइज गर्छौ कि कहाँ छ भनेर के
levels apart
level कहाँ छ हामीले गर्न खोजेको अब यहाँको त कुरै गरे होइन मैले लाइक साउथ इस्ट एसियामा हामीले गर्न खोजेको कुराहरू अर्कै छ भन्ने पनि थियो कि हुन्छ नि सो दे ट्राइङ टु एक्सप्लेन कि आई डोन्ट नो हैव यु गाइज बीन टु लाइक एनीथिङ अफ द्याट म्याग्निट्युड एनीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड
so अस्ति I went last year April I went to Rolling Loud भन्ने festival which is an American festival actually Thailand मा भएको थियो so this was like by far the biggest music festival in Asia
okay
and they had everybody like Cardi B के भन्छ के रे हाम्रो Fat Joe Travis Scott this के रे Central C everybody like all the big names
2000 what this was this year last year Rolling Loud
yeah it's a big festival they just started this was the first in Asia so they had to make an impact so they went all out with their curation
and they were just trying to explain it to me. My friends were trying to explain it to me that उनीहरूको त्यो खै either it's the sound system, either it's the whole vibe, either it's the stage, either it's the lights, or probably the whole vibe of people.
So Coldplay has been doing this exact same performance. I'm not in terms of songs, but like the visual, like ambience that they give out and like everything. This is the same thing they've been doing for like nearly a decade now. So I mean your batti balne your Xylo and this shit so it's everyone who's been to a Coldplay gig just raves about it because it's an experience more than just like listening to your favorite artist you know it's very wholesome like it's like festival or maybe त्यस्तो feel हुँदैन in the sense because you know it's one after the other different acts but it's just Coldplay like 2 hours 3 hours whatever but like it's just like
also
everything
त्यो उनीहरूको भाइबसँग एकदम सिङ्क हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि त्यो लाइट्सहरू जसरी you know how they're trying to portray त्यो भाइबसँग उनीहरूको गीतहरूसँग एकदम सिङ्क गर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ अनि यो त्यो भाइबै डिफ्रेन्ट हुने
मान्छे बोलाएर पनि उसले त्यो गीत गाउन लाउँदो रहेछ होइन लाइक सर्च फर Coldplay in Bangkok त्यो उसले भनिबेर साथीले when my friend was trying to explain it to me I was like अरे यार I should have been there भएको थियो कि मलाई होइन त्यो अपर्च्युनिटी त हो त्यो कहिलेकाहीँ त्यो देखेर नै you want to do it here नि लाइक Coldplay नै भन्न खोजेँ होइन मैले I don't know if that's ever gonna happen here होइन अब never say never भन्छ होइन तर at least you look at that and then probably somebody can bring that thing what's it called again Xylo whatever that is हुन्छ नि होइन that is pretty interesting though
yeah it'll be cool but it'll be expensive also
कसले भन्दै थियो कि मलाई Coldplayको त्यो टिमले भन्छ रे कि पछि हुन्छ नि हामी यो देशमा गएको थियौँ अनि जम्मा 1000वटा मात्र हरायो होइन हामी यो देशमा गएको थियौँ जम्मा 500वटा मात्र हरायो भनेर कि प्ले त जुन भए पनि प्ले त उयो हो 2024
I think the recent gig was
oh यही हो प्ले ले त साउन्ड अफ गर ल बाबु man look at the people
crazy fuck
that's insane so the whole thing lights up
yeah and they control it from their system so they can do like colors and different effects just on the
बिचतिर जाऊ त go in the middle somewhere in the middle probably this dude trying to go to a Coldplay concert it's a whole experience from man look at that 51,550
but this has more people
thanks it's insane like where the world has come like यति टाढा आइसक्यो हुन्छ नि हैन and obviously we're trying to go ahead and figure things out हैन अस्ति अर्जितमा कति आयो थियो just to touch base on this
14,000 अब हामीले काउन्ट गरेको भन्दा भित्र यताउति कति त थियो होला तर अराउन्ड 14,000-15,000.
You guys happy with everything how it went?
Yeah, I mean like a lot of challenges, but like yeah, अब happy concert राम्रोसँग सबै हुनु नै it was like, you know.
Touch base मात्र गर्दाखेरि anything that you think that like learning experience मा
अथोरिटीहरूले अझै कुरा सजिलो गरिदिनु सक्थ्यो होला झन् अप्ठ्यारो बनाउने कहाँ डिफ्रेन्ट ठाउँबाट आउने कहाँ लोकल अथोरिटीबाट के भन्ने कहाँबाट के भन्ने होइन त्यो सबै कुरा ह्यान्डल गर्न चाहिँ एकदमै गाह्रो हुने
त्यो एउटा भयो अरू च्यालेन्जेसको हिसाबले लर्निङ एक्सपिरियन्सको हिसाबले
लर्निङ एक्सपिरियन्सको टिम पनि वाज भेरी न्यू लाइक यु नो अब जस्तै अब हामीले फेस्टिभल गरिरहेको मेरो 3 वर्षको एक्सपिरियन्स 1,500-2,000 जनालाई केटर गरिरहेको होइन एकैचोटि 15,000 गर्नलाई त्यो कसरी डेलिगेट गर्ने नि त नथाहा हुने कि वी हेभ भलन्टियर्स बट दे आर नट डुइङ एनिथिङ उनीहरूलाई थाहा नै छैन के गर्ने होइन आफै दौड्नु पर्छ सबै ठाउँमा होइन अनि या लट अफ थिङ्स
बट लर्निङ कर्भ त भयो नि त होइन यत्रो पैसा खर्च गरेर यत्रो उ गरेर होइन आउने मान्छेले त रियलाइज भएन होला धेरैजनालाई होइन लट अफ पिपल मस्ट जस्ट ह्याड सुपर फन टाइम ब्याक एन्ड त थाहा हुँदैन नि सबैलाई
थाहा हुँदैन
प्रोडक्सन वाइज आई थिङ्क लाइक दिस वाज अनप्यारलल्ड अहिलेसम्म लाइक नेपालमा पहिला सबभन्दा ठुलो गरेको कि या 9/7 को पहिला त्यो रङ्गशाला होला त्यसपछि ब्रायन एडम्स हो अनि त्यसमा नि लाइक इट्स खासै केही थिएन बट दिस वाज अब त्यति लेभलको प्रोडक्सन चाहिँ नेपालमा देख्न गाह्रै छ अनलेस यु ब्रिङ एक्ट्स लाइक दिज गाइज अब युजली वेन यु गेट एक्ट्स फ्रम आउटसाइड यु टेक केयर अफ द साउन्ड सिस्टम्स यु टेक केयर अफ प्रोडक्सन एभ्रिथिङ बट वेन यु गेट बिग एक्ट्स लाइक दिज they have this specific, you know, okay, this is what I want. So, and we don't have the equipment here. None of the sound guys have the equipment here. So these guys got like nearly 25 trucks from India, from Bombay, just for like stage and sound and everything, which is crazy.
Yeah, which is definitely insane, होइन टेक मिलेको थियो अर्जितले जे मागेको थियो टेक त पुग्यो नि होइन
4 आवर्समा एउटा ग्लिच पनि थिएन
है
एउटा सानो ग्लिच पनि भएन
It's their team that handles everything basically from sound, stage, lights, everything. So it's
and
like
we got to learn a lot from these guys also like you know the team from India how they work you know यहाँको मान्छेहरू 6 बजे आउँदै these guys are working throughout and रातभरि काम गरिरहेछ
and it's like clockwork for them. It's like they've done it so much that it's just like tag. अब हामी गर्ने अहिले पनि it's been 3 years doing this festival. Time there are moments in like during the festival day where you're like oh shit ke garne kasto garne you know I'm missing something but these guys are just like
pat
on the money like dang like
you wake up in the morning कसले मलाई एक्सप्लेन गर्न खोजिरहेको थियो कि you wake up in the morning and then this morning you're in let's say a place called like Chandigarh होइन and then next after you do the gig you're done with it you just pack up the whole thing and you're in like some other part of India होइन and you just unpack unbox just go for it and then just move out unpack unbox go for it okay so once you've done that like so many times you kind of get used to it and yeah it's not rocket science you're just crossing one border so I think त्यो एउटा पनि उनीहरूलाई त्यो भयो होला कि but it's a good learning curve तिमीले भने
exactly I mean for the audience as well यहाँ धेरै कुरा जस्तै अब ग्रासल्यान्डको crowd week for Grasslands right हाम्रो टिकट्सहरू खल्तीबाट हुन्छ there's that QR you know मान्छे आउँछ स्क्यान गर्छ दे नो QR हाम्रो क्राउडलाई थाहा छ QR सेयर गर्नु हुँदैन there's that हाम्रो यहाँ टिकटिङमा चाहिँ के प्रब्लम भयो भने धेरैजनाले आफ्नो QR सेयर गरिदिएको मान्छेलाई ठग्दिएको एउटै टिकट 5 जनालाई बेच्दिएको यु नो के होस् बक्स अफिसमा होइन एउटै अब हामीले त सर्टन पासेसहरू डिस्ट्रिब्युट गरेछ स्पोन्सर्सलाई गरेछ कसले अब उसले दिन्छ अब कसैलाई त्यही मान्छेको कतैले हुन्छ नि बेच्दैछ त्यही पास बेच्दैछ टिकटहरू अनि लाइक मान्छेलाई के थाहा मेरो ड्याडलाई कसैले आएर टिकट भनेर त्यो क्युआर दियो भने त मेरो ड्याडलाई थाहा नै हुँदैन कसरी युनिक क्युआर हो के हो थाहा हुँदैन त्यस्तो त के होस् लाइक त्यो बक्स अफ स्टार्ट हुने बित्तिकै आधा घन्टा चाहिँ मलाई कल आएको इट वाज लाइक नन स्टप पागल भएको बक्स अफिसको मान्छे आई डोन्ट नो खल्तीले कसरी ह्यान्डल गर्यो अब 6 जनासँग एउटै क्युआर छ इमेजिन कसलाई पचाउने कुरा 6 जनाले नै पे गरेको छ फेरि
पैसा
सबै पे गर्छ तर कसैले के गरेछ थाहा छैन
जुलुस निक्लिन आँटेको बक्स अफिसमा
पागल भएको people have come from like you know we have done activations in this and that in different cities right 6 cities or whatever they are excited you know they are pura स्टोरीहरू सोसियल मिडियामा पोस्ट गर्दै going to अर्जेन्ट going दाइ बक्स अफिसमा टिकट स्क्यान हुँदैन they're trying to call people, no one's answering, you know.
Of course,
nightmare भइहाल्छ नि त्यस्तो.
No, this is a good learning experience, not just for the organizer but for the vendor as well.
Ticketing, ठगेको भन्दा नि I think it's disorganized. त्यो deliberately ठगेको चाहिँ होइन.
अब एउटाले अर्कोलाई बेच्दै यस्तो के भन्नु त त्यसो एउटाले तिनटालाई बेच्यो भने त चोरै
होइन भन्नाले मेन यिनीहरूले क्युआर कोड जब दिन्छ नि जुन के भन्छ युनिक क्युआर कोड हुन्छ अब सी लाइक 15,000 क्युआर कोड चाहिँ इमेजिन है एन्ड देन लाइक वेन दे गिभ इट आउट इन्डिभिजुअली दिँदाखेरि कोही कोहीलाई त्यो एउटै क्युआर कोड 4-5 जना दिइदिन्छ क्या.
त्यो पनि मिस्टेक पनि भएको छ. एट द सेम टाइम मलाई थाहा भएको अनुसार त्यो मान्छेले
so that's what I'm trying to say, like it's a good learning curve for the organizer as well as the vendor के जो भेन्डरसँग टाइप गरेछ त्यो भेन्डरलाई पनि त probably अब यत्रो मासमा त्यो गर्दाखेरि त फर्स्ट टाइम पनि भयो होला होइन. सो मोस्ट probably अब आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ everybody is gonna get a unique एकचोटि स्क्यान गरेपछि it's probably disqualified whatever त्यो के भन्छ whatever jargon there is.
होइन त्यो अब मान्छेलाई त थाहा भएन बिचरा उसले एकचोटि गऱ्यो भने द्याट्स गन राइट. त्यो युनिक हो अर्को पालि हुँदैन. तर अब त्यही सेम थिङ अरूलाई पनि बाँड्दै गरेर ऊ त त्यही लिएर आउँछ नि त. र त्यो किनेको मान्छे भन्दा अरूले आएर पहिला स्क्यान गरिदियो भने त सक्यो. सो यो पालि चाहिँ हामीले अब पासेसहरू कसरी वर्कआउट गर्ने के गर्ने सबै फिगर आउट गरिसकेको छ. सो
होइन जेनरली त्यो ब्ल्याकमा बेच्ने मान्छे पनि हुन्छ कि त्यो हुन्छ त्यो त 100% हुन्छ नि होइन. त्यो खुरापातीहरू त्यो कतै न कतैबाट त्यो खुरापाती भइहाल्छ नि. एउटा टिकटको सबै हाइएस्ट कति थियो? What is the highest for Arjit?
18-20.
18-20?
VVIP त हामीले लिमिटेड थियो डेलिगेट्सहरूलाई अलिअलि माथि बेच्यो. तर VIPसम्मको चाहिँ 20.
So त्यो एउटा हिसाबले त मान्छेहरूले त्यो हुन्छ होला के हुन्छ नि when you think about it. I was reading this के as a बिहान होइन like a whole country can go ahead and like plan it accordingly के. सिङ्गापुरले चाहिँ के गरेर रहेछ भन्दाखेरि साउथ इस्ट एसियामा चाहिँ टेलर स्विफ्टको गिग गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ उनीहरूले चाहिँ अलिकति भए पनि त्यो कन्ट्रोल गर्न खोजेर रहेछ कि द टेलर इज गर्न पर्फर्म इन सिङ्गापुर ओन्ली भनेर होइन. यो कन्भर्सेसन अहिले आइरहेछ कि होइन. भर्खर न्युजमा पनि एज अ डबल चेक दिस होइन जहाँ चाहिँ दे बट इन टेलर स्विफ्ट सो द्याट her team could perform in Singapore के त्यो हुने बित्तिकै people from other places of the Southeast Asia are gonna fly in होइन. अब कति कोही न कोही गयो होला इन्डियाबाट कतिजना गयो होला कताबाट गयो होला भियतनामबाट गयो होला कहाँबाट गयो होला. It's a good way for promotion for tourism as well के. They'll not just go there for Taylor's gig. They'll go there probably Sentosa जान्छ होला यताउता के छ नि त्यहाँ thousands of things that you can do. We could actually do that here with.
Of course that's the idea. Festival. So when we go to festival, like हामी वर्षमा 2-3 चोटि पुगिरहेको हुन्छ फेस्टिभल इन देयर राइट. हामी गयो if we go to festival somewhere Bombay, we go to festival around Bombay, we go to Goa. त्यहाँ पनि हुन्छ नि. राजस्थानमा गयो फेस्टिभल, we go to Jaipur, दिल्ली साली गएर आइरहेको हुन्छ होइन. त्यही that's the idea here as well. अब ग्रासल्यान्ड्समा पनि अहिलेसम्मको every year we've been like हुन्छ नि त्यो ठुलो स्केलमा त होइन. फर्स्ट ग्रासल्यान्ड्समा हामीले एटलिस्ट 100 जस्तो तारेको थियो इन्डियाबाट. इन्डियाबाट 100 जना जस्तो आएको थियो फर्स्ट ग्रासल्यान्ड. No one, not the one in Chitwan. The first Grasslands we did in Norling.
In Norling. No, kudos to you guys. See, obviously I stopped drinking and I took a break from a lot of different things. See, being very honest with you, I've done my fair share of partying in my life. I just took a break from a lot of things. But I hear like कस्तो हुन्छ भने मेरो 19 वर्षको कजन्सहरू हुन्छ नि होइन 20 वर्षको कजन्सहरू my sisters हुन्छ नि होइन above a certain age, everybody is there के. Everybody is like saying that they had a great time. हुन्छ नि. That's what matters के. There's no like anybody above X amount of age till God knows how old you've catered to everybody के. And that's the best thing that you guys have achieved. त्यो मलाई personally feel back. I wanted to tell you guys kudos to you guys for making that happen के. I'm not gonna say that about the other two companies that you guys have होइन. But त्यो I'm sure त्यो niche छ होला. त्यसको niche पनि छ if I'm not mistaken होइन. तर Grasslandsमा चाहिँ everybody like a lot of friends I had for different age groups को होइन. My sisters, my brothers too होइन. Everybody was like we had a great time. And I think त्यो कतै न कतैबाट चाहिँ you guys have figured out how to do that okay. So let's share that story. How did it start and how did you guys meet?
So Rishabh I had come back from the UK. He was here for a while and he was working in festivals and stuff with that say volunteering whatever. So he got to see a lot of acts like the biggest names from our generation.
2008 my first festival volunteer गर्नुको headliner was Metallica, Killers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and all these Slipknot, whatnot, like any, you know. So I used to work in festivals every year, summer say.
कता
Reading, Glastonbury, volunteer. I mean, I used to get paid in summer. So I'd seen that, like the festival thing, like actual culture, like, yeah, I'm like outdoor concerts, but then camping, 4 days, 5 days. And I used to work in a stall where I used to sell shades. And so you work outdoor. I used to always work outdoor, outside arena. So 6 o'clock you're done. Then we have traders pass. We could go in and out anytime, backstage, anywhere, So that experience was always there, like, and came back to Nepal. And during my last 2 years in UK, I got, introduced to electronics, dance music and all that. अनि त्यसपछि नेपाल आएँ अनि त्यही अब यहाँ सर्कलमा सानसानो इन्भल्भमेन्ट इभेन्ट्सहरूमा तर आफैले गर्ने चाहिँ आँट्न सकेको थिएन अनि त्यही आई टोल्ड 14-15 देखि क्रु भएर खै भलन्टियर दाइहरूले गर्ने इभेन्टहरूमा सानसानो इन्भल्भमेन्ट त्यसरी नै अलिअलि गट इन्टु डिजेङ एज वेल बिस्तारै बिस्तारै सिक्यो त्यसरी नै and then he came back कति 2017 मा he came back.
So 15 till I came back from Delhi. And I was still figuring it out. अब के गर्ने काठमाडौँमा भनेर. Then I was doing I did a few jobs which I wasn't really satisfied with. And between around this time, like Rishabh had done his first party for Spektrum at 25 hours. He got this artist called Turkey, who's a really good friend of ours now.
Yeah.
But then like we hardly knew of him. So this was like Nepal ko first. So I stayed in Delhi for like five and a half years. So I got to experience the party culture, the rave culture in Delhi. So that had always appealed to me, And I came back and I saw Rishabh Dai was like his first Turkey, the Spektrum first gig. It was sick. It was
the second Spektrum gig.
First one was
Sick Flip.
Oh, Sick Flip. Oh, yes, I came for that one also, yes.
You don't know this. I came for both of them. As we were drinking, bro, having a good time.
But yeah, Turkey ko dekhiyo, then I was like, oh shit, maybe. So, but before that, I started like I also wanted to do something in the music scene, but not like wholeheartedly and professionally.
Yeah.
But I wanted to like encourage people to listen to like electronic music and stuff.
Yeah.
But I hadn't thought as far as he had already. So then actually my sister, I was just playing at my friend's bar sometimes. I was just learning basically. I wasn't even a DJ. I just learned myself. But that time, I was just like ladi budi garde bajaunde.
Which was this place के ठाउँमा नाम?
I forgot, man.
This was like right तल त्यो सपर क्लबको तल.
सपरको तल कि तामासको त्यो उता तामास भन्ने आएछ
के पो थियो यार?
थाहा पाएँ मैले
वरदानहरुको के?
थाहा पाइसकेँ मैले अहिले मङ्की भयो पहिला एनिवेज
So my sister is really good friends with Rishabh Dai's girlfriend Krishnadi. So she knew what I was doing and obviously she was very close to Rishabh Dai, so she got him to my gig and then we spoke. And then we were like, yeah, okay, let's do something together. I'm also trying to do that. But like, he was obviously way more experienced and knew his shit. I was just like, dipping my toes in Tetibera Samajay. And yeah, after that, like, we started working together. I started helping him with Spektrum and stuff. Then I started like, alikati mazale, learning how to DJ, digging into new sounds, figuring what electronic music really is. And then we did a lot of shows together, played, we went for tours, and later I was like, okay, I think I'll also, because if it's just him doing it, then the culture doesn't really grow as such.
Yeah.
So it's not to like compete with him, but more to work with him and like actually build this culture, this rave culture, this dance music culture here.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll start my own company. And I started it, and then right before like 1 week after the first declaration of like, the curfew kind of thing that was happening for the pandemic, like it was supposed to be 1 week after that, so I had to cancel my first gig, and I did it 2021. And yeah, it's been quite a journey for the both of us actually. Used to play for like 5 people, 6 people. Now at least like there are people who are like, oh, you're playing, I'm gonna come, which is good to know, man. and it's been worthwhile. Obviously, we know how much we struggled to build this name or this culture for us and everybody else, but yeah, I mean, it's wholesome. It's like you appreciate it more because of all the adversities that you had to face while coming to wherever you stand right now.
Of course.
And this ekdam aile chai, I wouldn't say proud, but I'm like fulfilled to a certain extent.
There, you know.
But there's a long way to go.
Yeah.
But I think so far we've done quite a fair bit, I guess.
Yeah.
So during that, I think pandemic पछि नै हो Grasslands को idea पनि. So that festival was always in my, like, once I got into this industry, like ultimate was like festival गर्नु पर्छ. But like I felt like I was not ready yet.
Yeah.
And यो pandemic सकिने एन्डमा this guy is like, bro, indoor, I don't know when we can do an event. People want to go out, let's try one, like, but I was not ready. I was like, are you sure, bro? Like, police castle, there's that,
So he was like completely actually very against it. So what happened was actually, we so pandemic थियो, so कोही ला एक दुई दिन छुट्टी जस्तो दिन्थ्यो नि हैन. So this conceptualized in like Summit River Lodge छ नि. So we used to book the whole place and just all friends of us used to go and play music and like 2 days just like have a good time.
Yeah.
And त्यसपछि चाहिँ second time गर्दा चाहिँ I was like, Rishabh dai, let's do it in a bigger place. So we were catering to like about 30-40 people because you couldn't really have a crowd gathering also त्यति बेला. So then we attempted this Chitwan gig.
At what was this place called again?
Green Mansion.
Let me track back a little bit before we jump into the first one. La. Timi London ma garda here ni Rishabh हैन, like what was the thought process of friends there, okay? People who attended, okay? Like unirko main,
I never organized an event.
No, it's not about organizing event, okay? Like I'm sure even when you were selling chasma बेच्दाखेरि पनि त तिमीले त याद गर्थ्यौ नि त, तिमी पो त काम गर्न गयो त त्यहाँ. You were working there, no, हैन? But when you saw the reaction of audiences when they were there, okay? Like what was their expectation, okay? Metallica को concert भनौं न हैन, what was their expectation, like what were they coming, like what was their thought process, okay?
So my first experience festival was Reading 2008. And I was working, like I said, I was working stall. And Reading चाहिँ एकदम teenagers, like, early 20s, London कोहरू आउने festival थियो. अनि मेरो लागि first of all के हो, like we used to go camp and build our tent 2 days before festival. And त्यो festival मा त्यो 3 months अनि summer मा त्यो excitement. These guys used to come, so the festival was starting Friday. They would come there Tuesday and camp. So they're out drinking, campsite, they're drinking, they're having all their party, this, that. And the crowd was almost 80,000-90,000 people then. And we used to start, funny thing was, I used to work for this Chinese guy. And because everyone in festival, like they're drinking from 10 o'clock, right? So my experience is, festival going, I thought like, I have to work this, that. But my boss comes with like, 3 cases of beer. Is like, you cannot work all day here because you'll be drinking, dealing with everyone drunk. Yeah. So you have to be drunk as well. But make sure you don't pass out. Yeah. Like, if you're working there, it's like fucking 20 beers. Yeah. Start from morning. Yeah. That kind of experience. Chill. And so we used to work till 6-7. Baile crazy around this, that, and inside arena there's a 3-4 stages, but outside is a campsite where people are like, coming in and out, this, that. So our break on so 1 घण्टाको. So we used to plan, like, with all the other friends we were working with. If any of your band is playing during the day, you take break so 1 by 1 used to go watch and come back. And there's a big lineup, right? So after 6 we were free. Close the stall, this, that.
Yeah, chilling,
And then we go inside the arena. It's crazy. Like the culture shock. I was fucking 18, 19 years old, right?
You were like, what the hell is going on?
And yeah, so that idea, you share there's no Instagram story, nothing, Just calling my friend, like, bro, I'm watching Metallica soon type. I'm watching the machine as soon as the time. The experience. Miss Any festival talking to 10 o'clock, the main stage, like, arena thing is done. So everyone comes out. They go to their campsite, this, that, and we also do the same, right? And I go to the campsite, you get drunk, whatever. And हाम्रो त भोलि बिहानै कहाँ हुन्छ? So this Chinese guy used to live in London. It's like Reading to London is like hour and a half, 2 hours drive. राति अब फर्किन्थ्यो. Funny thing चाहिँ बिहान हामी अब रात 8 बजे सो आएको. This Chinese guy used to be like यसरी बसिरहेको त हाम्रो breakfast पनि ल्याइदिन्छ हैन. Okay guys, let's go, like, time to work again. So, and I used to do that. Like, I used to do like 2-3 festivals in one summer, make good money as well, and that experience as well. Like, as a student, the festival ticket would be £150 for 3 days.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, back in 2008-9, right? £150 for 3 days. So entire festival, if you want to go, stay, have fun, drink, whatever, it's going to cost you 500. As a student, I could never afford £500 for a weekend back then. Impossible. But I was doing 2-3 festivals, also getting money, going to the festival, working,
Metallica, को देखे थे headliners when you
2008 I think it was Metallica, Slipknot, Killers. 2009 I think it was Kings of Leon, Arctic Monkeys, Radiohead. 2008 Rage Against the Machine. And I don't know, man. I like the tunes again.
Did you hear the biggest 2008 man? Like, of course, Metallica till today is like a big deal.
Rage Against the Machine, they were very reunited, but they were performing, they were touring.
Zach निक्लेपछि
केबाट
Zach Taylor चाहिँ जेलमा थियो हैन यता यो त अगाडि हो जेल
त्यो धेरै पहिला हो 2008 मा they were doing a tour अनि yeah Jack Black देखि Jack Black को के थियो ब्यान्ड
तपाईं Prodigy पनि हेरे हैन
Prodigy yeah
मलाई एउटा चाहिँ regret चाहिँ I had the option के यो चाहिँ I had the option to see them but I messed it up के royally हुन्छ नि हैन Linkin Park के
was my favorite not in the festival not in the festival but like त्यो O2 arenaमा
कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ like how was there
त्यति बेलाको like I mean like of course the whole अरु जति ब्यान्डहरु पनि हेर्यो हैन of course त्यति बेलाको त्यो with 60-70,000 people but when I was Linkin Park production then their performance the energy in the stage wow it was like nothing I've seen like ever in my life त्यस्तो crazy energy jumping
मलाई चाहिँ एउटा अप्सन थियो कि हुन्छ नि हैन युएस मा म अब त्यो सोचिदैन नि त लाइक पछि हेर्नुला भन्ने हुन्छ नि त हैन लाइक यु थिंक दैट यु विल डु इट लेटर इट्स लाइक लाइफ के हुन्छ नि हैन पछि गर्नुलाई नि पैसा कमाऊ अनि गर्नुलाई भन्ने टाइप्स हुन्छ नि हैन त्यस्तै खाले पछि हेर्नुलाई नि भन्ने भए चाहिँ who would have thought that just like that's gonna happen के हुन्छ नि हैन nobody would have thought नि but Linkin Park चाहिँ सबैले मलाई भनेछ कि like you just said हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ एउटा एनर्जी full power experience चाहिँ Linkin Park को कन्सर्टमा पाउँथ्यो भन्नु भन्थ्यो के
after that was I think Linkin Park जस्तो energy भएको band चाहिँ was Foo Fighters
Foo Fighters पनि हेर्यो
Foo Fighters पनि हेर्यो
2008 and सबसे funny thing was it was Live 8
yeah
so they were performing I couldn't of course full concerts मैले हेर्न पाइन
काम गरेर
they were only singing 4 songs it was not work it was in London itself and they were only singing Live 8 there are tons of bands so who were playing before Foo Fighters Pussycat Dolls
हेर्नु भयो
lastतिर पुग्यो आफ्नो bro we enter of course I love
खासमा Pussycat Doll like Foo Fighters पनि रहेछ यहाँ त
and then like after Pussycat Dolls were done it was like त्यो Wembley को feel नै छैन के bro they're performing with 80-90,000 people and Dave Grohl comes in like एकैचोटि 90,000 मान्छेले त्यसै jam once he starts running in that ramp crazy experience
when I think about त्यतिखेर त्यो मिस आउट गरेको चाहिँ हैन Foo Fighters Everlong is my favorite song and it's one of my favorite songs हुन्छ नि हैन अब of course यहाँ आउने भन्ने त अब म त्यो बाटो जान्न हैन I don't think that's I don't think I will say never but I'll let go of that and there's Southeast Asia they'll perform like for sure in the coming years and त्यो चाहिँ एउटा I just want to experience इन्डियामा गरेछ Foo Fighters anybody knows
I'm not
no
Foo Fighters आछ नसला
Metallica को चाहिँ थियो तर obviously अब with what happened हैन दिल्लीको didn't happen नि Metallica को के
तोडफोड गरेर
त्यही त
क्यापेसिटी भन्दा धेरै
नेपालको को होला Deep Purple सरी नेपालको चाहिँ Deep Purple आउँछ पत्ते पाएन
उयो उयो चाहिँ बजायो होइन इन्क्युबसले चाहिँ बजायो इन्डियामा होइन
I have no clue.
आई थिङ्क सो
Incubusले खेलेको अरे Incubusले खेलेको अरे But obviously now when I think about it like Incubus is not there yet there अब त्यो Incubus it's not as big as what it was in the 2000s
अहिले त छैन
होइन
This is the time you can afford bands like these.
Exactly.
It's like-
Nickelback, Creed.
How the f- did Nepal get Bryan Adams, bro? Bryan Adams in his prime, you could
No,
never.
no chance. No chance. You came to Bangladesh and I've heard many different stories. एउटा मात्र moment which I shared with you last time.
Yeah.
The thing that Bryan Adams said that stayed with me. Okay? Like I knew that it's gonna happen. Yeah, होइन Bryan Adams कस्तो राम्रो moment थियो कि त्यो full moon night. Bryan Adams होइन अब obviously त्यो म जहाँ उभिएको थिएँ त्यो पनि त्यो right
This is in
position
Nepal
थियो होला
or-
नेपाल and त्यो I still have that memory के हुन्छ नि Bryan Adams अनि उसको मुखबाट अलिकति त्यो बाफ निस्किरहेको because cold होइन it's chilly हुन्छ नि and Bryan Adams saying के like this is I heard that this is the first time an event of this magnitude has happened here but this is not the last one थियो के That's like Bryan Adams being त्यो उसको humility-ले गर्दा हो नि त उसले भने हुन्छ नि किनभने he had the belief that there's going to be many other events in this country भनेर होइन and there you go Arjit Singh was a fantastic model of that but it took us what a decade
Over a decade.
होइन
Way
give or
over a
take to go ahead and do that हुन्छ नि so it's like it's not that हुँदैन भनेर होइन तर obviously अब Foo Fighters पनि आउला Taylor Swift आउला नि you never know त्यो एउटा चाहिँ हेर्नुपर्छ मन छ मलाई Taylor Swift
Taylor Swift.
You guys should actually watch it थाहा छ
Taylor
all the
Swift.
event managers should go event organizers people who own event companies should go and
She's one of
actually
the highest selling acts, like in terms of like esto sold out performances. Okay, she's too good. She's got a insane following. Like it's insane.
Somebody was trying to explain it to me that every concert gets a little bit of earthquake. Imagine the amount of people, like happy people there. And people are just going in for that experience. And I think everybody should go and actually experience that at least once, though.
Yeah.
India, like you were there for a long time. Like, how is the scene? EDM scene, के थियो, के छ?
So India ma चाहिँ सुरुमा obviously त्यसलाई चाहिँ EDM. So I wouldn't say what we do is EDM. Yes, it's electronic dance music, but EDM depicts more like Steve Aoki, Avicii, okay? Swedish House Mafia. That's more EDM. So this culture was big, basically, and a lot of people got into electronic music because of this EDM. Initially, when it came out, it was interesting because it was unheard of. Then slowly dubstep came, Skrillex came out, then dubstep. And all these stuff, it was very mainstream, but it's what gave birth to a lot of different ideas to people in India itself.
Yeah.
So around 2011, it was pretty much like, it wasn't as thriving as it is right now in India.
Yeah.
But so the first gig I went to was Tiesto in Delhi, which is again like that kind of music itself.
Yeah.
But now it's evolved like immensely. Like it's crazy now in India. Like they get all the biggest names. And EDM is sort of dying out. Obviously they do get a few acts, like these big acts who sell tickets, but like the culture's evolved now.
Yeah.
So more than EDM now it's like
Techno is the new EDM.
techno. So there's mainstream techno and there's still like the real like OG techno.
The old school.
Yeah. So for a layman, like for a normal person in India, they're like, techno bajao bhai. These guys are like, they listen to like very like commercial, like very like tacky kind of techno basically.
Very bassy, like the deep thump.
Yeah, the deep यस्तो गर्ने वाला techno क्या कालो चस्मा
you know.
Kala chasma.
But there are like a lot of promoters in India, all over India now, who are actually promoting what we're into. So that this culture that we're trying to evolve out here and like grow, India is killing it right now. Like, so even for us, like we get whatever good names, big names that we are into, we get them whenever we can. Grasslands, Surge, Spektrum. But India gets all the biggest names. So for us, it's easy now. It's very accessible, you know. So if someone's playing, we just go for 2-3 days, go check out the gig. If it works out, we do a gig around the same time and come back.
Yeah.
So at least it's become accessible to us now, thanks to India. Otherwise, imagine like going to Europe for a gig and shit. It's like, it's not possible. It's not feasible. But now that India is growing so well, it's so easy for us. Okay? Any act, bands, whatever, it doesn't have to be DJ. But anything is like, it's super easy. Just one flight away. You don't even need a connecting flight, you know. So it's very accessible, I'll say. Hamlai pani. India ma to obviously it's like, and they've been getting everyone that we're into. Like, I think India has a big role in educating us about electronic music and bands and stuff. Just like how we're trying to do the same out here. I think our friends in India and like the Indian scene has
People we work with.
a crazy big role for us, and we're like always indebted to them and their culture. And like, so for us also, like, since we're the only ones trying to do and push this sound, so we don't really compete out here in Nepal as such. For us, it's always stepping up our game. So we're at least, even if we're not in the European level, let's get to the Indian level. So, I mean, you start small, slowly. Maybe one day we'll get there, but like, let's start slow. Let's strive for achievable like goals, you know. So India le garera chai हामी धेरै सिकिसक्यो. So now I think culture-wise it hasn't grown as much, but I think people in India like really appreciate what we're doing as well. Sometimes we go to India, Bombay, Delhi, whatever, and people know us, man, and we don't know who these guys are. And it's because of Grasslands, Surge, whatever we do. Like, people are, oh shit, you're Dipso, you're in Nansify. I'm like, oh, Nepalma chindena baru huncha ni. But when you go to India and stuff, they're like, because we've been really like consistently pushing this sound, this culture. So like, it's a small community, man, when it comes at the end of the day, you know?
I know.
I mean, mainstream techno, like, we're not too associated. We don't sleep with them too much. But like, what we're pushing, this sound is like, I think everyone in India who does the same knows of us. And we know of them. So now, from learning from them, now we're growing with them. So that's also a big achievement for us. And people reach out to us and be like, hey, can we come play for you guys? Or we're getting some big acts, you want to take them? Otherwise, we're just like waiting to have like khana tipera khana types. But now it's not like that.
Yeah.
But like 5 years ago, the amount of unparalleled.
That's a good way of putting it, right? When you think about it, right? See, I'll track back to a long time ago. Okay, 2008, 2009, when I got into media. Obviously, I met a lot of friends. Like BPM was one of the first people I met, and who was playing music. Obviously, down the road, gradually Rabbit, and a lot of other guys, who played a lot of music. I tried my hands into it. DJ Suraj helped me out with what a S2 player is. I don't know if you guys know this. Most probably both of you guys don't know. I used to have a nice solid S2 tractor. Right? Costo big thing. Finzok helped me out for something. I think, yeah, like Finzok did help me out for something, but it was mostly DJ Suraj helping me out with a lot of things. You beat matching one day. It's fun. I think Ritesh used to organize a lot of things at that time. It just started off as well. Obviously, Bipin was trying to organize a lot of different things as well. He had our own company, Bhutu Entertainment, so we're also doing a lot of things. Astosh, I don't know if you guys know my friend and my partner from back in the day. So Astosh was playing music as well. So, a lot of guys were trying out their hands and playing music. And the scene was just like OMG days ko kura gareka. Sudan was there making sure that everybody danced and everybody partied. Of course, now when you think about it, 25 hours came down the road, Victory came to Victory played a big role in like what it is today.
Like today, yeah.
I know, the Victory like dinu parcha ke, OMG like dinu parcha ke,
For us, it was 25 hours.
Yeah, for you guys, it was like, obviously the whole place came to play because I was there. Obviously, there were other people too, but that basement created a lot of things, like for a lot of different people. A lot of DJs started there. It was like it was like 25 आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ okay, this is proper. Like this is proper. And I still remember like I could take names of so many different people. And I was right in the front. And because for me, it's like, I love that kick. I love that kick. 1 hour non-stop, you dance, you go home. You just turn around and then you go home. Especially in techno gigs, it's like nobody wants to, like nobody's gonna come and like try to mess with you, try to with you. Everybody's doing their own thing. I'm not gonna judge music that way, but this is like just you do your own thing and then you go home.
Yeah.
Like oily, I tend to go sometimes once in a blue moon. A lot of guys don't know this. Just a few people know. I go to Hyatt Place. You guys know what I'm talking about. I just go in, dance it out 1 hour, and then bloody bug out. Dana white mag. Suppo laera go and then bugger off. Or just go to get a supper club whenever they've got like somebody coming. Just some good tunes. Go in, dance it out, and then bugger off. But all I'm trying to say is like I understand, like the thing that music does. Just that who is dictating the music? Like both of you guys just said, like techno is a thing in India. Like what's the thing in Southeast Asia? Like are we kind of being dictated by what's working out in our southern neighbor, or are we kind of bringing in music that's like Tolego in the West?
So honestly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So more than like Southeast Asia, I think the biggest influence for us, besides India is more of a learning thing for us. But the culture that we're trying to adopt here is the UK rave culture, basically. So it's dance music from the UK.
Diverse. It's very diverse.
It doesn't really,
dance music.
It doesn't have to be techno,
Yeah.
Just for instance, disco house music, which is a very chilled out, melodic, very groovy, dancey kind of sound. But that culture itself is so huge. And techno is obviously big, and like the underground scene is there, but like obviously to make money you have to do commercial stuff.
Of course.
What we do is more of a passion kind of thing. It's more educational. So it's like people who are actually like really passionate about what they do and what they want to do, how they want to promote. So these people, that's like the culture that we thrive in.
Yeah.
But to make money, obviously, you have to do like money making, like very like commercial kind of stuff. That's where the money actually is.
To balance.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong in that.
There's nothing wrong in that,
I personally will say this. I'm not going to talk in anybody's behalf. Like I know that we missed out on that. Like I missed out on that. Like when त्यो एरामा पनि commercial अघि नै भर्खर we talked about it. We just saw the richest person in Southeast Asia's wedding where 90% of the celebrities of India were dancing there. Sorry, pre-wedding. Rihanna was dancing there and took like 6-8 million, whatever it was. So there's nothing wrong in being commercial. I don't know how to say it. Because at the end of the day, you gotta make sure that there's food in the plate for everybody.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong in that. I wish that my thought process was different back in the day, but now like to see you guys actually like doing it. I know like I struggled so. Yeah, and I'm sure you guys wanna like make sure that you go break even on everything.
That's our target every time.
Yeah. But who's actually dictating the music in the UK scene? I love the UK scene. I love the UK music.
UK dance music जुन हिसाबले डाइभर्स छ नि सो UK sound, like so techno sound is one sort of techno sound. The UK sound, a lot of influence from Eastern sound, right? They've got their own sheer bit of Jamaica and everything. The influence, African influence, it's all mixed, So सबै different artists got different sound mix on that here. And the UK, well, a lot of producers from India, there are a lot of producers from Pakistan who's like born and brought in UK, One of the producers recently have sampled Nepali track. Esto राम्रो sample गरेको छ It's actually in. Can you go to
Yeah, we can.
Anish Kumar भन्ने आर्टको Instagram?
हेर त अनिश कुमार इन्स्टाग्राम हेर्ने कि के हेर्ने इन्स्टाग्राम अनिश कुमार भनेर हेर त इन्स्टाग्राम
Sample चाहिँ उनीहरूले गर्ने कि lot of Eastern influence, you know, Middle Eastको influence soundहरू उनीहरूले त्यो गर्ने. So त्यो एउटा एकदम inspiring छ कि UK sound, Indian dance musicको.
हाम्रोमा चाहिँ काठमाडौँ सेन्ट्रिक भयो कि I'm not trying to say it in that way. It's very Kathmandu centric. Even this music very Kathmandu centric. I wish down the road अलिकति केही समयपछि केही वर्षपछि भनौँ न होइन अहिले नै त हुँदैन होइन तर केही वर्षपछि होइन we could take it to other parts of the
We do
country
want
as
to
well.
like reach out to tier 2 cities as well, but like
We've tried. Almost beaten up a few times.
like Kathmandu, we don't think we've really we're established enough. So once we are, you know, okay, I think it's time to move on to a different city. Then maybe, but right now Kathmandu, but it's we're still like struggling to a certain extent to like build this. So I don't think it's time yet for us to like
Branch out.
yeah. But like Pokhara and stuff, maybe if these guys there keep pushing it and slowly maybe we'll have this, I don't know, like we'll have the confidence to actually move there and do some shows every now and then. We've done a few shows there. So hit or miss, man. Like
I know.
because I'm not like trying to talk shit about the Pokhara crowd, but like at least personally for me, being from Kathmandu, when I go to Pokhara and I'm in public, I'm a little wary, you know, like because I feel like the Pokhara boys don't really like Kathmandu guys. I think it's like the big city, small city kind of ego thing. I don't know, but like we've had some terrible experiences in Pokhara. Like once, like the two of us were playing. This is a holy party. This guy's drunk. All these guys. This guy is coming in like. He's looking at Rishabh in his eyes and he's like swearing in Nepali and saying, Dipsoman, maar dinchu talai. And I'm like, yeah, he's Dipsoman.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play it slightly different. It's like that anywhere in the world when you go after a few drinks. I kind of have a feeling that that's the mindset. Malai personally, I was just there a couple of days ago. I fly there like almost every once a month. And
Yeah, no, we also go
We
there.
love Pokhara.
जाँड खाएपछि त
बिगारिदिने त्यही त हो यो
जहिले पनि त्यो मैले अघि नै भनेको थिएँ नि जमानामा हामीले त्यो के अरे क्वारेन्टाइनमा त्यो इट्स अलवेज द 1-2 few rotten guys हुन्छ नि होइन ऊ for the rest of the people के जहाँ पनि हुन्छ नि होइन there's a story जमानामा यो शान्ति जात्राको टाइममा है कता हो होइन लाइक deck थियो होइन everything was going great everything was great होइन everything was going great कुन चाहिँले झुकेर त्यो डेकको अगाडिको जुन त्यो ऊ राख्छ नि के भन्छ त्यतिखेर त जम्मा त्यो ऊ मात्र राखेको थियो अरे कि just tied what do you call it एउटा त्यो graffiti भएको एउटा त्यो चदर टाइप्स मात्र राखेको थियो अरे होइन so the person didn't realize it never grabbed it होइन with that deck सबै deck this is like CD days okay the whole thing came crashing burning down होइन पानी भित्र के त्यो पनि होइन किनभने हिलो थियो अरे के and then I think it was who it was Mama or somebody and they had to go ahead and play with just one deck right? Just one deck and then something else and but they finished the festival right? So there's always one person who's like either on this or something else and then up for like the everybody else so coming back to the point like India ma pani त्यही थियो होला नि त पहिला दिल्लीमा थियो होला बम्बईमा थियो होला बम्बई भन्छ कि मुम्बई भन्छ के भन्छ होइन बम्बे त्यहाँ थियो होला अनि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै इट ग्रू टु वाट इट इज टुडे आइम श्योर उनीहरू पनि होला नि दे अल्सो वान्ट टु गो एन्ड एक्सप्यान्ड
India, like Delhi is crude, man. It's like raw, like in the sense like a lot of new money, no? So people sell their farmlands, whatever, in Punjab, Sanjab. There's nothing to do there, so they move here, and they're like crazy rich. Sorry, they're crazy rich, so they don't know where to spend their money. So they're just spending money everywhere. But like money doesn't give you like morals and values, and you know. So these guys are like people who think they own the world because they have enough money. So these guys are the ones who are like creating nuisance and like trying to like act smart with everybody, trying to bully everybody. And India, obviously, you know, it's like मुख धेरै चलाउने हो नि त यहाँ पो मुख भन्दा अगाडि के हानिसक्छ त्यहाँ त मुख चलाउने हो and they get away with it because like see, like, I feel like Nepali, like, confrontation, like, we don't really back down. I mean, just generally. Indians kind of like, India, like the general public, they're like, okay, maybe it's time to, like, get out of here, or like, let's not indulge in this conversation. But out here, imagine if someone comes and starts to like act smart with you, obviously you react.
Of course you react.
So these people get away with this, all these bullies, these wannabe bullies. So these guys are the ones who are like, basically the guys like, okay, burning the rotten tomatoes out of a lot. Like, these guys are the ones. But Bombay
is different.
It's no one's like that, in a sense. It's very like humble, genuine people.
मलाई पर्सनली पुणे र बेङ्गलोर पनि रमाइलो लाग्यो.
पुणे र बेङ्गलोर पनि एकदम राम्रो छ. Bangalore is also really chilled out. I think music scene wise Bombay is the shit. But like people wise Bombay is also nice, but even like Bangalore is even way better.
It's a fantastic week. For me personally, I love to go out and see Grasslands happening in Pokhara, in Butwal. मैले obviously भने चितवन at least to start off with. किनभने gradually down the कतिचोटि चाहिँ मैले के realize गरेको छु भन्दा this is me obviously trying to go and not enforce this, but just suggesting अब सबै थोक मिल्नुपर्छ हैन. कतिचोटि चाहिँ you have to go ahead and be the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody has to do it. I was reading up on this, obviously not connecting with somebody legendary. Like Tata in India started the first steel plant, first manufacturing, first airline, first this, first hotels, la. Like somebody had to do it, no? And obviously they gave all their money away. But somebody has to, like this is just an example, like Elon Musk is taking people to Mars. This is like ultimate thing. When it comes to like even events, like even what you guys are trying to do, it has to expand to other cities down the road. This is obviously not trying to say it in any other way, but down the road, that would be a great way to do it. Anyways, you guys started from Chitwan, that story. What happened? Chitwan चाहिँ कहाँबाट पुग्यो त?
So I think Chitwan, I idea pitch I was not ready. It's like
I'm like, I'm gonna do it without you also. Like if you, because we plan, but then later when you were coming closer to the date, he's like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. There's a lot of problems or whatever. I'm like, I'm going to do it. Like, what the fuck? I was a bit like bitchy with him. Which convinced him.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro?
And then, I mean, see, like we used to doing, I mean, that was still like very close to what we do here, like 200-300 people. There are also 200-300 people. So we're used to. It was good. So we were also like, okay, let's attempt this. So we did it, and so it was just DJs basically, nothing more, just DJs, like 2 days of just like a bunch of DJs performing.
We got 1 or 2 acts from India, and the rest was all local acts.
2 acts from India and baki sab etego. And it was, a lot of, obviously again, it's a learning curve for us since that day to even till today. We're still learning. We're not gonna say like we know everything. We fumble a lot, but that's the whole beauty about like actually, because you actually learn from your mistakes than like learning from somebody else's mistakes. So we've made a lot of mistakes, man, but like that Grasslands, like it was easy to handle because it's 200-300 people. The only hard part was like see, the festival ends after a certain point. So usually when you do Grasslands Festival, whatever, 2 o'clock sakinsa, we don't have to take care of the people, Nita. No. But this was the first time we have to take care of them for 2 days straight, like 48 hours straight. So that was a bit of a task. And then, like there are some incidents that went down where like people started doing some shit. Like the thing is like, it's not school, man. You can't always like look after people like throughout. Like you can't check on their rooms, what they're doing and stuff, So that was a bit of a headache, but besides that, it was very smooth sailing.
I'm sure you guys realize that it's a service that you provide.
Yeah.
It's like event गर्ने भनेको सर्भिस इन्डस्ट्री जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई होइन, बिकज एट द एन्ड अफ द डे त्यो मान्छे त्यहाँभित्र आइसकेपछि उसलाई सबै थोक टेक केयर गर्नु पर्यो. लाइक कहाँ के आई डोन्ट नो हाउ इट वर्क्स होइन, obviously from experiences that I have gotten after doing events, once the person comes inside your venue, you make sure that person leaves with a happy heart.
Yeah.
Or he or she leaves with a happy heart. हुन्छ नि होइन, त्यो एउटा चाहिँ स्ट्रेस चाहिँ हुन्छ. You expect people above 18 people to be morally right, but I don't think it's like it happens with everybody.
So
First one was a cost about it.
So त्यही प्लान गऱ्यो हामीले अब इट्स नट लाइक वी आर लाइक 10 लाख इच टाइप हुन्छ नि अब 50 1 लाख लेट्स इन्भेस्ट इन दिस भनेर गऱ्यो whatever राइट एन्ड देन एकदम सानो टिम अब हिम एन्ड मी वेयर लिडिङ अनि वी आर फ्रेन्ड्स हेल्पिङ एन्ड अब यहाँ चाहिँ हाम्रो क्लबमा इभेन्ट गरिरहेको द बार इज सोर्टेड the bartenders are sorted they have with deco everything lights sorted यहाँ चाहिँ सबै आफै म्यानेज गर्नु परिरहेको छ गर्मी चितवनमा ओ माई गड अक्टोबर भन्दा पनि क्रेजी गर्मी अनि सबै सेट गर्दैछ होइन बारटेन्डरको ग्रुप पनि नयाँ आफ्नै साथीहरूले राखेको छ होइन कसको केही एक्सपिरियन्स छैन होइन अब म चाहिँ लुकिङ लाइक हुन्छ नि अब कति यत्रो एफर्ट लगाइसक्यो वाइ नट मेक मनी आउट अफ दिस भन्ने दिमागमा त भइहाल्छ नि होइन तर त्यहाँ अब इभेन्ट स्टार्ट भइसक्यो होइन बारमा के भइरहेछ त्यहाँ अनि त्यो सेम थिङ होइन त्यो सिडिजेको इन्सिडेन्ट भएको थियो हाम्रो पनि अब सिडिजे हायर गरेर गएको थियो होइन त्यहाँ चाहिँ अनै हुँदैन होइन
सो ऋषभ दाइ त्यहाँ सो हामी चाहिँ साउन्ड चेक गरिरहेको थियो
साइडमा बसेको थियो
अनि म चाहिँ स्पिकरमा कुरा गरिरहेको थिएँ कि अनि उसले भनिरहेको थियो कि त्यो चल्दैन त्यो अन हुँदैन तिम्रो एलसिडी त्यो स्क्रिन चाहिँ सो त्यसमा अलिकति ट्याप गर्नुपर्छ ट्याप गर्नुपर्छ रिस्ताले यसरी ठुङ्गेको जस्तो ट्याप भयो क्र्याक स्क्रिनै छैन यत्रो क्र्याक स्क्रिनमा 2 दिन बाँकी छ फेस्टिभलको
कहाँबाट एक दिन अगाडि फेस्टिभल एक दिन अगाडि फर्स्ट थिङ हामी पहिला गुगल गरेर कति पैसालाई काट्यो
कति घाटा खाइसक्यो सुरु भयो भनेर
स्क्रिनको 15,000 जस्तो पर्दैछ
चितवन कस्तो भयो कतिजना मान्छे टोटल आयो
250 300 200 चाहिँ त्यही भित्रै बस्ने जस्तो थियो नट इभन 200
2 दिन जस्तो सक्यो होइन अनि त्यहाँदेखि यो टायर्ड अब हुन्छ नि अब
कसैको अनुहार देख्नु
छैन अब जिउमा एनर्जी पनि छैन तर वी हेभ टु टेक केयर अफ द स्टक होइन अब त्यहाँ बारमै अब क्यालकुलेट गरेर छ 1.5 लाखको स्टक गर्छ स्टक खाली बार सेल चाहिँ 90,000 दिएछ त त्यसमा त्यो कुन हिसाबमा म्याथ होइन अनि त्यहाँ भएर थाकिरहेछ यसो बाहिर यसो पुलतिर गयो आफ्नै एउटा साथी फुल प्यान्ट सर्ट लगाएर स्विमिङमा डुबिरहेछ पुलमा के भन्न सकेको छैन उता यसो हेऱ्यो होइन त्यो बारसिङको ट्यापमा केटाहरू
के भन्ने
एनर्जी छैन उठेर नखायो भन्नु खाइरहेछ पैसा त हाम्रो गयो त्यहाँ होटलको ओनर कराएर त्यहाँ यस्तो भएर त्यहाँ त्यस्तो कहिले
You don't want to see your partner's face नि फेरि पार्टनर गर्न हेर्नु मन लाग्दैन नि त्यसपछि
दुईजनाले हेर्नै सकेको छैन
Oh my god, I know bro. I know.
सेम लाइक यु नो त्यो अनि इभेन्ट स्टार्ट गर्नु गयो चाहिँ अब हामीले एकदम मजाले प्लान गरेर चाहिँ हामी जाँदाखेरि चोतनको पुलिसकोमा गएर पर्मिसन सबै लिएर वेयर नट प्लानिङ 72 आवर्स रह्यो वेयर प्लानिङ 10 बजीसम्म आउटडोर एन्ड 2 बजीसम्म इन्डोर लाइक एनी होटल वुड डु अ पार्टी काइन्ड अफ थिङ वी डोन्ट वान्ट टु रिस्क एनिथिङ अब एक दिन अगाडि पुग्यो गेटिङ ऱ्यान्डम कल छ काठमाडौँ तिमीहरूको पार्टी त भोलि बस्ट हुन लाग्छ अरे के गर्न लाग्छ हामीले यहाँ 10 बजीसम्म आउटडोर एनिवेयर होटल जानुहुन्छ 2 बजी इन्डोर वी स्ट्रिक्ट अबाउट 2 बजी
टु मेनी हेटर्स क्या फोकटमा हामीलाई यतिकै तर्साउन उक्साउन क्या
तिम्रो काठमाडौँ पार्टी बस्ट हुन लाग्छ अरे भोलि ब्रो हामीले के गर्न लाग्छ यार हामी के गर्न लाग्छ पार्टी बस्ट गरेर के गर्छ आउँछ
चितवनको पार्टी बस गर्न आँटेको ठमेलको पुलिसले बस गर्छ होइन त्यस्तो कुरा क्या अब त्यो सब त्यो ठमेलतिर केटाहरू क्या धेरै जस्तो क्या तिमीहरूको पार्टी त बस हुन आँटेको कि हामी एटलिस्ट लिगल वेमा वी हेड फिल्ड एभ्री लाइक ब्ल्याङ्क यु नो लाइक वी सब गरिसकेको थियो हामीले सो वी आर स्टिल लाइक ओके भयो भने पनि there's nothing to hide man we're just doing this thing
2 बजे शार्प I wanted to make sure 2 बजे शार्प बन्द होइन I made sure 2 बजे बन्द इभन द होटलको ओनरहरू है तपाईँले 2 बजे बन्द गर्नु है तपाईँ हामी त 3-4 बजीसम्म जाला कि जस्तो लाग्यो तपाईँ त 2 बजे बन्द गर्नु उहाँ रिस्क लिनै मन थिएन कि होइन पेन्डेमिक त्यस्तो भइरहेको बेलामा आएर पुलिस एकचोटि के चेक गरिदियो होइन सबैको त्यो PCR whatever के हो सबै चेक गरेर सो त्यसरी गयो थाकेर आयो काठमाडौँ अनि काठमाडौँ आएपछि चाहिँ वी स्टार्टेड गेटिङ लाइक यु नो लट अफ पिपल वर टकिङ अबाउट इट लाइक यु नो खतरा भयो नेक्स्ट फेरि गर्नुपर्छ दिस द्याट
सो त्यसले हामीलाई जोस दियो क्या सो हामी अब त्यो फिडब्याक एकदम बिकज सी इज लाइक अ बिग रोल इन द्याट अप्रिसिएसन फ्रम द पिपल केम फ्रम द COVID headspace where you're like in your room at home, hardly meeting anybody, hardly like shaking hands, but suddenly you're out in the forest, there's nobody to say anything to you, and it's just music and just good friends, people you know, just like hanging out. So that in itself, coming out of that, like, you know, constrained headspace, you come here and just like, whew. So that was kind of euphoric in itself without the music itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that actually gave us a lot of, like, you know, goodwill from our like followers and stuff. Aajkal say.
No, that's really good. That's really good. And thank you to Event here. Like,
Yeah.
people just wanted to go out and take a break. And I completely agree with you too. Event but you don't want to see anybody's face.
Yeah.
I still remember we did this event called Elements to go at Annapurna. Event is so goddamn tired. And I still remember I had a bottle of whiskey. And I just wanted to like, I was just like done. I'm going to have one peg and then I'm going to be done with it. And then I still remember DJ Raju saying, did a glass later. We poured 2 glasses and cheers and that, and I went home. Because you do not want to, you will deal with all the drama tomorrow. Tomorrow case magic, you have to deal with the drama right there. Pack up garnu थियो,
Exactly.
And then the second one?
So, हामी काठमाडौँ आयो
Oh.
हैन. Response was really good. And then we were not, हामी चाहिँ अब we're not, next के छ नि थाहा छैन. And then हामी चाहिँ साथी महसुस गरौँ, you know, the guy who owns Cabana, Chinatown, is our friend, right?
So म चाहिँ त्यसलाई ठ्याक्क had gone for this trek, मकालु गएको थिएँ क्या. There was no connection, out of touch with Rishavh, everything. We just did this festival, we're getting good response. So I was like in very good headspace. So I'd gone to Manaslu, and then when I was, Manaslu, Makalu, and that's when he met up with our Aileko partner. Okay?
And he was like, he came and like, you know, he was like, really good what you guys did.
Yeah.
How can I be a part of it? And then, you know, we can make it a bigger one. Like, you know, how can we make it bigger? You know? So, अब हामीलाई धेरै कुराहरू अब लाइक घरबाट पैसा दिएको छ नि फेस्टिभल गर भनेर अब इन्भेस्टमेन्ट आइडियाज अब लजिस्टिक यहाँ काठमाडौँमा गर्न त आई सी नि त पहिला एज अ भलन्टियर क्रू कति पुलिस प्रब्लम दिस द्याट यु नो माउन्टेन म्यानेज युनिभर्सिटी लिजनदेखि डान्स मान्डु लाइक दाइहरूले कसरी म्यानेज गर्थ्यो जस्तो लाग्थ्यो नि त वी आर नट रेडी फर द्याट सो ही केम इन इज लाइक आई विल टेक केयर अफ द लजिस्टिक कसरी टिमलाई ठुलो बनाउने दिस द्याट भनेर एन्ड देन ही वाज देयर अनि हामी आएर बस्यौँ अनि आवर फ्रेन्ड्स फ्रम इन्डिया अल्सो गट यु नो involved. Like, so, okay, like, you know, let's start something. So, and then as a team, and this is start gare hamle.
So second one kya gare?
Norling ma gare.
How did that pan out?
That I'm only excited about over ambitious
So
lineup.
we're like, I'm like overzealous bhayo.
As always.
So I'm overindulged gare kya. But for us, the thing is, see, so that's the thing I wanted to clear out as well. So initially when he started, it was, see, Spektrum Surge. So it's just electronic music focused, right? But now that we have a partner and an investor, and we want to do one in Kathmandu. But we know, like, if we just do like techno and just like basically like dance music, we're not going to fill it up. So we're like, let's be inclusive. Let's get bands, rappers, singer-songwriters, everybody. So again, we overindulge and overspend and we were over ambitious, but we curated a solid lineup. But obviously we spent, only we know how much we spent and like how much we कति loss भयो हामीलाई मात्रै थाहा छ. But that was much needed to make an impact in the Kathmandu scene, okay? To get a wider audience, you know, because we want everybody to come.
I know how it works, bro.
So it was initially it was 2-3 years plan for sure. तर त्यो चाहिँ फर्स्टमै हामीलाई चाहिँ एकदमै ठुलै रहेको छ नि जुन लाइनअप क्युरेट गर्यो अफकोर्स अहिले चाहिँ यो लाइक हुन्छ हामीले गऱ्यो भनेर खुसी लाग्छ त्यति बेला आफ्टर द फेस्टिभल
Oh my god, we're like running away from each other.
Did you guys make any money?
The first one, no?
We lost crazy money in the first one.
Okay, second one, did you make any money?
We're still
Recouping.
Yeah.
So we lost a lot. Let's just put it this way: we lost a lot of money, but according to like our calculations and everything, like after this Grasslands, if we hit this, we have this target. If we hit that target, then we rid ourselves off of all debts.
I'll tell you the number. होइन at one point where we were minus 80. एउटा पनि टेन्सन गइसकेको थियो हामी
होइन बुझ्छु म ठिक छ 2010 मा some of my friends we organized के अरे fashion shows all across Nepal. It was called Trendsetters. I know how it works. त्यो कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भने you don't want to compromise. कि compromise गर्नु मन नलाग्ने अनि compromise गर्नु मन नलागिसकेपछि पैसा खर्च हुने टन्ने अनि आफूले सोचे जस्तो आफ्नो भिजन अनुसार चाहिने अनि त्यो हुन थालिसकेपछि अब अनि त्यसपछि after you spend X amount of money you're like अब त के अब अर्को नपाए जस्तो लाग्ने के हुन्छ होला हाल भन्ने हुन्छ त्यही त हुन्छ नि होइन लाइक यु डोन्ट वान आई थिङ्क यु डोन्ट वान कम्प्रोमाइज एन्ड यु वान पुट अ मार्क त्यो मार्क राख्न थाल्न त्यो एउटा त्यो दिमागमा भइसकेपछि चाहिँ ठिकै छ अर्को पालि कमाउँला अब यसपालि लेट्स गो फर इट त्यही त हुने हो नि होइन त द्याट्स वाट युआर ट्राइङ टु एक्सप्लेन त्यही नै भयो नि त नि होइन सो मार्क त राख्यो नि त राखेको छ नि त
Yeah, so basically, yeah, हाम्रो brand value and like people actually genuinely appreciate what we do, and which is good to know, you know. And
त्यो फर्स्ट ग्रासल्यान्ड्समा के I mean the one in Norling के होस् भइरहेको थियो you know अब हामीले बुकिङ सुकिङ whatever जे गऱ्यो what this that होइन यहाँ दुईजना पागल दौडिरहेको छ त्यो स्टार्ट हुनलाई चाहिँ 11 बज्दैछ होइन अनि we had booked this act called Mad Boy Ming के अनि त्यसको भोकलिस्ट सभा अनि ऋतिक रोशनले रिसेन्टली डेट गर्न थालेको थियो कि होइन अनि ऱ्यान्डम स्टार गेटिङ कल्स 11 o'clock ऋतिक रोशनले तिमीहरूको इभेन्ट सेयर गरेर चाहिँ इन्स्टाग्राममा थाकेको छ
हगहरू गरेर
सो ऋतिक रोशनको गर्लफ्रेन्ड
अहिले प्रेजेन्ट सिज लाइक द्याट
तर एकछिनमा फेरि रियलाइजेसन भइरहेको क्या सिट ऋतिक रोशनले त तमासा गरेको थियो लास्ट टाइम त
ऋतिक रोशनले गर्दा कम काण्ड
त्यही त भनेको
बट त्यो मोस्ट प्रब्ली द्याट वाज नट इभन ट्रु व्हाट ही हैड सेड हुन्छ
हैन त्यस्तरी भनेको नि हैन होला बिचाराले एउटा इन्टरभ्यु
डबल चेक शो मी हु वी आर टकिङ अबाउट दे आर स्टिल टुगेदर
Yeah.
They're still together. Invite again. What I guess?
We've already
she's come twice after that.
Invite again. Invite Hrithik too.
He's scared to come.
It's gonna be fun to go ahead and see Hrithik Roshan here.
Like getting calls random, like hey, Hrithik Roshan
Going to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course. Yes, sir. I didn't pan out, guys. Just double check this. Like, it'll be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Especially the lineup, Rishabh. Like, what's the plan this year?
This year we've got Gaule Bhai. We're getting them down just for Grasslands. They'll probably be only playing one show in Kathmandu this time.
No.
That's one of our headliner. And we've got this guy called
oh, hold on. So Hrithik Roshan's girlfriend.
Yeah, Sabah Azad.
Sabah Azad. She's a singer, right?
If you go to YouTube, it's Mad Boy Ming when it's going to go.
Mad Boy Ming, right? Mink. Mad Boy.
So Mad Boy is Nasruddin Shahko chora.
Oh.
Imad.
Oh.
Mink is.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Just go ahead and play कुनै उतै lemonade गर न एकपल्ट.
यही गरे.
Oh, त्यही first के गरे पनि हुन्छ. Oh, awesome. So you guys got them twice?
They've been here 3 times. Now second time चाहिँ उता supper clubले पनि बोलाएको थियो. They play disco.
Awesome. So so they're seeing each other. Anyways,
back in the days, Mad Boy and Ming, they were dating.
Oh.
Now they're not together, but they're still in a band together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Huh. That's really awesome. Yeah. Well, obviously, I don't want to talk about Atif Aslam and I'm not going to get into details of that, but we will definitely touch base on that. And next day you've got Anuv Jain coming. Anuv Jain is slightly indie too, if I'm not mistaken. Slightly.
I think if you can compare, only Pratik Kuar types.
Oh, Pratik Kuar types. I think like really beautiful music though. Manche like the man parcha hola, but it's first Baisakhi gate, होइन? So obviously I'll touch base on that. We were talking about यसपर्सको Grasslands को plan के छ भनेर.
So see, like Grasslands, we started off as like a 2-day festival, right? And then we did Norling again as a 2-day festival. But what happened was, we realized and we did one day carnival after the Norling one. But what we realized is 2 days, since we have to curate a whole day's lineup and we have a certain standard for artists and bands, whatever. So 2 days we overspend. Okay? So we're losing a lot of money in the 2 day.
On the second day?
No. First day.
So
Friday ones.
No. Yeah. So basically, about 2-day festival we were losing money. But 1 day we were kind of breaking even and then slowly making money. So this time we still want to do 1 day carnival itself. Just to let's just clear our debts and then we will regroup and then so basically we don't we want to do 2 days as well, but like now we want to still like preserve that the first Grasslands culture also, okay, at some point where it's just like very limited people. We'll do one in the city.
कति पर्छ एउटा टिकटको?
Started with 1,000 rupees.
1000 रुपियाँ हैन?
Early bird is 1,000.
Now it's
Okay.
1,500.
1500 हैन? How many people are you
At
looking
the
at?
gate, it'll be 2,000.
Okay, so 2000 रुपियाँ हैन भन्नु हैन? So कतिजना मान्छे are you guys expecting?
2,000.
We'll cap out at 2,500 tops.
Yeah, maximum.
So भनौँ न, so like X amount of money, like let's not even go into the math हैन? X amount of money यति भयो अनि obviously like एक हिसाबले भन्नु पर्दाखेरि what should people expect when they come to Grasslands this year then? What are the expectations that you're trying to fulfill?
So of course, the variety in the sound, music, whatever. Like, you know, we want people to come for, Gaule Bhai and discover Bluetooth.
Or do listen query.
Yeah, you know. Or they come for some dance music, and then they discover Gaule Bhai or Ziska Khan, this kind of band we're hosting from Reunion
Island.
So last time I did something at Norling was this dance pandu.
We were there, both the dance band 2014-15.
होइन सो लास्ट टाइम म नर्लिङ सोचिरहेको थिएँ कि होइन नर्लिङ भनेपछि होइन आई वाज जस्ट थिङ्किङ म नर्लिङ लास्ट कहिले रमाइलो गरेको नर्लिङमा भन्दाखेरि इट वाज डान्स ब्यान्ड नर्लिङ इज अ फ्यान्टास्टिक प्लेस होइन त्यो होल भाइब राम्रो छ क्या त्यहाँको त्यो
फर्स्ट टाइम गरेर एभ्रिवन लभ दिस प्लेस होइन हामीले नगर्नुको कारण चाहिँ पार्किङ प्रब्लम भएर हाम्रो चाहिँ सेकेन्ड डेमा क्रेजी कियोस भयो थियो 15वटा गाडीको सिसा फटालिदिएको थियो
त्यो एउटा दिस नट द फर्स्ट त्यहाँ मात्र होइन इन जेनरल है कि त्यो यो चाहिँ मैले पहिला पनि आई हर्ड दिस बिफोर एज वेल कि यो चाहिँ त्यो मान्छेको मेन्टालिटी के हुन्छ होला अर्काको सामान छुने चलाइदिने बिगार्ने हुन्छ नि
यो चाहिँ फेस्टिभल गोवर्स भन्दाखेरि पनि त्यो लोकल्स क्या सो कार्स द्याट वर पार्क क्लोज टु द भेन्यू केही भएन बट लाइक यति धेरै गाडी त्यो अगाडि गएर त्यो यु नो गोकर्णको थिङ नो सो त्यहाँ कुनामा राखेको गाडीहरू चाहिँ 10-15वटा गाडी त्यहाँ लोकल चाहिँ राति अब इमेजिन 1 बजी 12 बजी
Did you guys end up paying for it?
हामीले साइन चाहिँ राखेको थियो पार्क एट ओन रिस्क भनेर अगाडि
हामीले एक्चुअली मेन्सन पनि गरेको थियो
क्रिकेट सोरुममा नि
स्टेडियममा मान्छेहरू सबजना त्यही रोडमै पार्क गर्छ
यसपालि के छ त
हामीले
क्रिकेट स्टेडियम अनि
देयर इज अ ब्याङ्क्वेट नेक्स्ट राइट नेक्स्ट टु
त्यहाँबाट मिलाउन खोजिरहेछ
त्यहाँ छ अनि इन केस रोडमा पार्क गर्नु विल मेक स्योर 15-20 सिक्युरिटी चाहिँ हाल्नुपर्छ त्यति बेला चाहिँ हामीले राखेको थियो 2-3टा सिक्युरिटी राखेको थियो बाहिर होइन पार्क एट ओन ड्रेस यताउति भनेर हामीले के अरे म्यापहरू पनि सबै अपलोड गरिदिएको थियो क्रिकेट स्टेडियम यहाँ छ पार्क गर भनेर तर अब हामीले त्यस्तो सोचेकै थिएन कि त्यस्तो ठुलो लाइक 15-15वटा गाडीको सिसा फुटालिदिन्छ भनेर
स्पोन्सर्स यसपालि ओके हाउ ब्याड इज इट लाइक अनेस्टली सोद्धाखेरि होइन हाउ ब्याड इज द इकोनोमी राइट नाउ यसरी थाहा हुन्छ क्या इभेन्टमा स्पोन्सर आउँछ कि आउँदैन भनेर होइन
हाम्रो लागि चाहिँ अब मैले ब्रान्डको नाम
डोन्ट डु द्याट
बट देन लाइक एउटा ब्रान्डले कन्सिस्टेन्टली हामीलाई सपोर्ट गरिरहेको छ होइन फ्रम द भेरी बिगिनिङ अनि हामीलाई त्यो वेमा चाहिँ आई मिन त्यो सपोर्ट चाहिँ जे होस्
कन्सिस्टेन्ट छ ओके एटलिस्ट त्यो इज छ नि त एउटा होइन
ओन्ली थिङ इज लाइक जस्तै अघि हामीले टिकट क्यालकुलेट गऱ्यो नि फर्स्टमा चाहिँ 20% मात्रै कन्भर्जन थियो कि सो इफ देयर 1000 पिपल इन द फेस्टिभल हाम्रो फर्स्ट नर्लिङमा 200ले मात्रै टिकट काटेको थियो कि नाउ वी आर गेटिङ अ लेभल वेयर 40-50% कन्भर्जन भइरहेछ दिस टाइम वी आर एक्सपेक्टिङ 60-65 या त्यो 80-90 पुग्यो भने त स्पोन्सर खासै मतलब त्यो टिकटबाटै कन्भर्जन भयो भने त हामीलाई होइन
The best thing would be the best thing would be to do an event without sponsors.
Yeah.
Honestly भने होइन कुनै स्पोन्सरलाई त्यो त्यसरी भन्न खोजेँ होइन मैले होइन मान्छेले टिकट मात्र किनिदियो र मान्छे फेस्टिभल आइदियो भने अथवा मान्छेले एनिथिङ द्याट दे डु हुन्छ नि होइन इफ दे डु इट थ्रु पेइङ एक्स अमाउन्ट अफ मनी द्याट वुड बी द बेस्ट थिङ र अहिले आई थिङ्क अलिकति भए पनि मान्छेलाई चाहिँ त्यो बानी चाहिँ परेको छ कि कुनै कार्यक्रममा हामी जाँदैछ भने केही न केही चाहिँ कन्ट्रिब्युट गरेरै जाउँ भने त्यो अहिले माइन्डसेट अलिक चेन्ज भयो हो कि
it's a slow gradual process people see like for like party goers and people like the social people it's like this I feel like it's like this ego kind of thing where like you're like oh I know the organizers I'll get you some tickets even when they don't know if they themselves are going to get tickets but they'll brag about it to other friends being like oh, don't worry I'll get you your tickets and shit like that which is so wrong man like I mean we're not like running a charity here you know like it's like we work really hard and it's not easy and all we're asking is just pay tickets man we're not like and we're curating a lineup which is like that ticket is hardly anything you know But people still like, they want to get in the guest list. अहिले त के आइसक्यो गेस्ट लिस्टमा पासेस चाहियो मलाई अब come on.
1,000 rupees, man. It's a top-end club cheer जहाँ पनि 1,000 rupees. And you go there for 20 minutes, you leave. We've curated a lineup, like, you know, people from, artists from UK, Belgium, bands, flying them, like, you know, आफ्नै पैसाले India-बाट, कहाँ-कहाँबाट, and like maybe a group of 10-15 people working for 2 months and asking 1,000 rupees. They are like, oh, you know, I'll drink inside my bar.
Yeah. Is that like, we don't care, you know, like, if you come here, obviously you come here to spend money to a certain extent. You don't have to like splurge and like blow up all your money, but anywhere you go, you spend money, man. Like even if it's for water or like food or alcohol. You can't be bragging about shit like, oh, I'll go inside and spend money, but give me free passes. That's
pre-sales चाहिँ हामीलाई के पनि हेल्प गर्छ भनेदेखि to plan our lineup. Okay, we are like, so 3 months ago we put our early bird on 1,000 rupees. We just put. We've been doing this for 3 years now. People know हामीले कहिले पनि lineup मा त्यस्तो we make
compromise गर्दैन हामीले.
But then early bird को टिकट मात्रै एउटा राम्रोसँग we can plan it better. Okay.
गोजीमा अलिकति पैसा हुन्छ
गोजीमा पैसा हुन्छ we know like
आशा हुन्छ मान्छे आउँदैछ यति मान्छे चाहिँ आउँछ भनेर
so suppose अब हामी एउटा आर्टको लागि कन्टेम्प्लेट गरेर चाहिँ यसलाई गर्ने कि नगर्ने त्यो एउटा प्रिसेस आउँदैन ए म्यान रेस्पोन्स राम्रो छ लेट्स डु इट लाइक बुक गरौँ न त्यो एक्ट हैन
हाम्रोमा मात्र यस्तो हो कि बाहिर पनि यस्तै हो जहाँ चाहिँ सपोज भनौँ न एउटा ठुलै आर्टिस्ट आउनु लाग्छ अरे होइन ठुलो क्राउड पुलर बिग क्राउड पुलर फु फाइटर्स आउनु लाग्यो अरे होइन विल पिपल बाहिर पनि त्यही होला कि मान्छे सरी बाहिर त्यस्तो हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई जहाँ मान्छेले चाहिँ फु फाइटर्सको यो ठाउँमा चाहिँ यो महिनामा चाहिँ यो डेटमा चाहिँ कार्यक्रम छ भनेर भन्यो भने मान्छेले त्यो पहिल्यै गएर पिपल एन्ड अप बाइङ चाहिँ $50 $60 whatever the $100 whatever the hell होइन हाम्रोमा चाहिँ फु फाइटर्स आयो देशमा एयरपोर्टमा ल्यान्ड गऱ्यो फोटो हेऱ्यो अनि त्यसपछि किन्ने यो इन्डियामा पनि त्यस्तै हो
इन्डियामा त
अलि त्यस्तै हो
होइन पिपल टिकट किन्छ इन्डियामा चाहिँ
Other festivals we know where we regularly go every year. The festival, Magnetic Fields, this festival is called. Before announcing their one-liner, the festival sold out. Sold out. 4,000-5,000 tickets. And tickets are like as expensive as any festival in Europe. It's like 25,000 rupees Nepali types.
Because independent culture in India has grown exponentially in the past like 5 to 10 years, I know. हाम्रोमा चाहिँ we're still struggling. So त्यो independent cultureले गरेर नि ticket buy गर्ने भनेको it's basically people have taken it for granted like okay if you buy tickets you're supporting them and you want to thrive, you want that scene to thrive because that is your contribution to our scene, you know, to their scene. They want to be a part of it, so let's support them so we can all be a part of this culture, you know. So त्यो ticket इन्डियामा खासै हुँदैन क्या unless your friend's the organizer and you have your organizer को आफ्नै guest list त्यो त जहाँ पनि हुन्छ that's there.
That's normal.
But people aren't gonna like be like passes days. Obviously there'll be some guys, but like not like just हाम्रोमा like almost everybody does that, you know, like and that's so.
Grasslands, there's always going to be guest list, right?
Yeah, of course. Organizers have your own friends, own people that you want to go ahead and cater.
There was random, like, you know, 10% नबोलेको मान्छे like shitty, like, you know. We get random messages Grasslands को page मा. Hey,
तिमीले नै हाती वस्लम गरिरह हो तिमीले हो है यही हो
साथीहरु क्या मेन
पुरानो साथीले फोन गर्छ अब
हाम्रो कति मेसेज टपिक
अहिले मेसेज पढाइछ लेट्स दुईटा पास
मलाई फोन आउँछ हाती वस्लमको पास मिलाइदिनु
अहिले
म त टिममा नि छैन
हैन त्यो चाहिँ आई विश तर एउटा कुरा यसमा चाहिँ इसेवा र खल्तीले गर्दा पनि हैन र अन्य धेरै एप्सहरुले गर्दा सजिलो चाहिँ
एकदम धेरै
हैन खल्तीले पनि हामीलाई हुन्छ सपोर्ट गरेछ उनीहरु पनि टिकेटिङ जे अहिले धेरै सजिलो भएको छ मान्छेहरुलाई
त्यो एउटा चाहिँ आई थिंक इट्स अ विन विन फर एभ्रीबडी के लाइक
100%
किनभने अहिले मलाई जानु मन छ भने मैले गएर कुनै एप हेरे अथवा मेरो बैंकबाट चाहिँ आई क्यान जस्ट पे त्यो इन्स्टेन्ट डिसिजन बनाउन सकियो के त्यो एउटा चाहिँ एकदम ठुलो प्रो भयो टिकटको हिसाबले
इन्डियामा नि त्यही भएर इट्स सो इजी बिकज हाम्रोमा बल्ल बल्ल अहिले कति 2-3 वर्ष 3-4 वर्ष भयो होला जहाँ यो अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङ यस्तो एक्सेसिबल भयो हामीलाई इन्डियामा दिस बिन देयर फर अ वाइल अब यिनीहरूले त अनि त्यसपछि त दिस गाइज हेभ बिन लाइक so used to like it's so easy everything is like phone मै ड्याङ गर्नु मिल्ने सो टिकट किन्नु पनि लाइक अनाउन्स हुनु अगाडि everyone's already ready to buy the tickets so announce हुने बित्तिकै like tickets त्यो magnetic fields which is probably one of the biggest music festivals in India in terms of what kind of music we're trying to do. Basically, independent music push karne. There are bigger festivals like NS7 Weekend or Lollapalooza. Those are there. But your scene को light say just the magnetic field say is your left field side, your left side. But say like these guys are the ones. And like imagine they release tickets. 1 घण्टा 1.5 घण्टामा सकिसक्यो हुन्छ. It's like Europe or it's like Taylor Swift को टिकट or जस्तो क्या. Instantly. People are waiting क्या. Literally के हुन्छ भने उनीहरूले यति बेला टाइम हुन्छ भने हुन्छ. The people religiously follow them नि त हैन. And they're ready क्या त्यो त्यति टाइममा. And everyone just gets it. And if you have money, you'll get 4-5. And then later you'll sell it for black, whatever. That's a different scene. But like tickets say they are hesitating गर्दैन क्या.
Okay, so one important thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk about is like generally when people associate a big festival or a festival, people definitely will go ahead and associate drugs. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, as a good thing, I really enjoy music without any kind of substance. I don't even smoke cigarettes. Everybody knows that. Right? It's fun. Like in general, just with music, you go ahead and have fun. Right?
Yeah.
What's your take on drugs? Straight up.
So electronic, especially dance music,
It's part of the culture.
and drugs, like they go together.
And
I'm like saying, like like I told you, I'm experience, I'm dekhyo as an organizer, Chitwalma. What we also, I think your drug culture is very new in Nepal. I feel like out there, like paile thyo hola, that out there, it's like out there in the street everywhere now.
I mean, drug culture in the sense, sorry to cut you off, but like drug culture in the sense, drug culture has been big in Nepal. But the party drug culture, okay, which is a different category of drugs, because people who do heroin are not going to come to a party. People who do brown sugar are not going to come to a party. Like party the drugs that is cocaine, MDMA, that kind of acid, that kind of stuff. So that is fairly new to our society.
And what we are scared, like doing an all-nighter thing, I'm like, what's that? They can experience, like youngsters especially, They don't know what's the balance, जसले आएर जे अफर गरेर पनि खाइदिएको देखिने त्यस्तोहरू देखेछ क्या अब. So really scared, like हुन्छ नि मलाई त्यसरी भने आउटडोरहरू गर्न, all night गर्न, मलाई अलिकति
2 दिन केटर गर्न.
राति त अब exactly we cannot go to their rooms and के भएर के भनेर चेक गर्न सक्दैन नि. Everywhere in the world, like it's there, like any parties, festivals. If you go out in Tamil every Friday night, that's the culture is there now in Kathmandu. It's past 2-3 years. India ma bhayo hola 10-15 barsa. Europe it was there like early whatever. But then I think people are more aware of it, how to balance it. Everyone like, a banker is doing drugs on weekend, they know balancing whatever. But यहाँ चाहिँ एकदम नयाँ भएको एकदम scary लाग्छ कि. When we're doing a 2-day festival, they're in the room, खोसँग के भइरहेछ हैन, बच्चाहरू 20-21 वर्षको केटाकेटीहरू, they're just saying yes to anything, So कसले के सप्लाई गरेर थाहा छैन. So त्यो कुराहरू चाहिँ एकदम डर लाग्छ मलाई especially.
So Entry like it's a festival, eh? Like any festival around the world you go, there's only so much you can check for the security people. Obviously, we make it clear to them like, okay, these substances aren't allowed. Even weed, hash, for instance, like anyone just dump it, and we have like this waiver kind of thing as well. We haven't really made people sign the waiver, but we have this rule book kind of thing where it tells you like, okay, this is what you can do, this is what you can bring, whatnot. But imagine a drug is what, this big. Where can't you hide it is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't ask people to take off their socks or like take off their shoes, or they can put it anywhere. Like, it's very hard to find. So there's only so much we can control. But at the end of the day, like, we are like clueless, who's doing what. Imagine 2,500 people. How will we know like who's doing what? Where is everybody? Like, we can't. It's not school, so we can't really take care of everybody, look after everybody. So that's like what we fear the most.
As organizers.
Yeah, like we don't know if someone's just gonna do that much more, which is gonna land us in trouble,
Land them in trouble too.
Yeah.
Them though, it's fine, we don't care. But like it's us that we're worried about, like the organizer. But at the end of the day, if something happens to him, it was our event. So like we are like, responsible for. But that's what I'm saying. But we have absolutely no control over this guy's actions or what he does. So we try to, like have it under control as much as we can. But like it's not just here, anywhere in the world. It's like very hard to like actually control substance abuse in like a gathering or like a festival or anything like.
Also because it's like our, we're trying to make a career out of this, right? So longer term, अहिले चाहिँ अब हाम्रो revenue wise हरूको लागि पनि त्यो गर्नलाई balance गर्न we do after party and stuff, right? Maybe in few years, if we get enough crowd, we don't want to do it anything past 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock some event, and then we do after parties. We'll sell it to clubs. We don't want to be part of this because we want to take it long term, So we'll just like do an event, maybe 2 stage, maybe bigger venue. 10 o'clock it's done. Like nothing after that. You do your own after. We don't want to be responsible for people in the room or this, that, So it's like, do your own thing. We don't want to do that.
At the end of the day, where do you want to see Grasslands भन्ने कुरा हो के हुन्छ नि हैन, and how far do you want to see it के किनभने आजको दिनमा what's the biggest festival in the world? Tomorrowland? One of the biggest?
Probably.
One of the biggest festival in the world, Tomorrowland, pre-sales.
Some Boom, Tomorrowland, Lollapalooza पनि is.
Lollapalooza is also Burning Man.
Burning
Man भनौँ न हैन, for instance हुन्छ नि
Most
हैन.
expensive is Coachella, I think.
Coachella is the most expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. You end up, yeah. And even going to like some of the biggest festivals and like where do you see yourself? As a good in my, we're sitting and talking about all these big festivals that have happened like long time boys again. They've been doing it for a long time. I'm sure they had vision where they wanted to go ahead and see themselves. Where do you guys want to see yourselves with Grasslands? I mean, what should I expect?
So Grasslands, so firstly, like for us, like doing this Grasslands in Kathmandu initially, the Norling one is so for us it's more educational, just to introduce people to new sounds, new cultures, like new artists, singers, whatever, right? But we still haven't done enough to educate people enough right now. So I feel like more than how big the festival grows, obviously we want it to grow as much as it can. But more than that, I want like in 5 years when we get an act from outside, we want people to actually know that act. You know what I'm saying? Because out here, when we get an act from outside, like for instance, like whatever artists we're getting and stuff, they haven't heard of them. They have no idea who they are. But once we keep doing this, people are slowly going to branch out and like discover artists, everything themselves. So for me, at least, like the goal is to have fans of artists from around the world, That's when we'll be like, oh shit, I think we're getting there. Because obviously the brand and the festival itself, obviously we want it to grow and whatever. But like in terms of audience, like this educational bit that we're trying to pursue is like, I think that holds more weight than what the festival might get to or how much money we might make. Because we started this as a passion to like, it sounds very condescending when I say educate people. That's not how I mean it at all. I mean it in the most humble way. But it's actually just making people understand and get into different stuff, like up away from the mainstream, like त्यो साइडबाट चाहिँ अलिक हटेर at least people branch out, find artists themselves. Maybe at some point we can do polls where we can ask acts, okay, like what is one act you want to see in Nepal? Maybe we can plan to get these acts. So like that would be like an achievement for us, for me at least, more than having Grasslands as the most like well doing like festival or anything. We're going to be consistent any which ways. We're going to pursue this for like I don't till the end of time, till we like live, I guess. But yeah, but it's more about like getting this into the people rather than like getting something into our pockets, I feel. But obviously, yeah, you have to make money to a certain extent, but like more than just making money, it's more about this whole culture that we establish. Because that's how we started as well, right? Like doing electronic music, whatever we do, it's like we started from scratch, man. Like people didn't know anything about like, I mean, obviously there are a few people, but like in terms of people who are followers or like people who come and support us and stuff, like they have no idea what sounds, what genre is what sound, But now people know. So slowly we are getting there. But like our Grasslands is that much, it's not just electronic music. So like even just bands and singers, rappers. So when we curate Grasslands lineup also, like sometimes we emphasize on bands, sometimes we emphasize on like
Live
electronic acts, live acts, and sometimes like rappers. So Yeah, last time Himalayama garda ra tyo bhanda Gokarnama garda, we were giving more emphasis on bands,
Yeah.
because we hadn't been getting too many bands. So we were like, okay, let's just do more bands. Like let even bands and artists from Nepal, people don't know. Like Shoilu Rai, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
So him, before he blew up, I mean, I don't think he's blown up yet. I think he deserves all the credit and like recognition. But like people still didn't know about him. So like for us, like that is actually like
More meaningful.
and it holds more weight for us when we can introduce people to like बाहिरको त ठिकै छ, but even Nepalकै, you know what I'm saying? Like Amazumi also, she's solid, man. But a lot of people don't know who she is. She hasn't come into the mainstream, space yet. But she's sick, like delivery, performance, everything. She's too good, man. And like that, like Shoilu Rai, that kind of stuff. Like Espalice, so what I was getting at, this time we wanted to do rappers. Because two editions, ma'am, we got in like rappers. And we got two rappers. One is Amazumi, and one is this girl called Treble. She's from Shillong, and she is
really cool.
She's like 19, 20 years old, man, and she's a fireball, bro. Like, wow.
Awesome.
So I'm excited. Gaule Bai is there, obviously. So there's a fan following for them. So people are genuinely gonna appreciate that. But these two rappers, man, Amazumi and Rebel, bro, for me personally, those are my like acts that I want people to see.
Awesome. No, excited. Paisa पनि कमाउनुपर्छ है केटा. That's something that I've learned. You do have to make money, bro. You do have to make money at the end of the day. Once your pockets are like break even, you're good to go. You get more power next time. Mark my words. I am with you guys on this.
Our team's also.
I know. I understand where you're coming from, and I also understand from my past experiences that you have to somehow figure out a way to be break even, because that gives you more energy to go next time.
Of course.
I know. Otherwise, you'll end up doing 5 different things that you do not want to do. I know. Honey, that's actually like sad.
I'm a team bunny, from the very beginning, like our deco team, these guys, Manish and all these guys who have been with us. They've seen like I'm they know like I'm time pay but they're like I'm some stick there boss.
Mark my words, I started a podcast and I'm still running over 400 episodes, whatever the shit this is. Let's not go into like all the problems that I got.
Exactly.
When you're introducing something new, we're very passionate about it. त्यो consistently पेलिरहनु पर्ने रहेछ कि for that somehow that thing needs to the ball needs to keep on turning, even if you're like struggling with it, till the time the ball's churning and it's still rotating, you're okay that way. Atif Aslam, all right, come to the point, bruh. What's happening with Atif Aslam too?
Atif Aslam is going good. I mean, whatever we thought in the beginning, and this 2-day thing came up like, in the beginning we were just doing Atif Aslam. And so what happened was like our India team production,
It's the same.
60-70% we're getting from India. We're trying to use Nepali, Nepali. And there are a lot of feedback saying Nepali artists not getting the same stage to perform, which is not possible. त्यो level को ticket sell गर्न, sponsor ल्याउन, त्यो production ल्याउनलाई हुन्छ नि जुन नेपाली आर्टिस्टले ticket sell गर्नुहुन्छ, try गरे पनि possible छैन. अब कसै organizer टन्नै पैसा lose गरेर मात्रै हैन. कि अब artist like
honesty.
Yeah, कि Atif Aslam अरिजित ल्याउनु पर्यो, people are going to buy ticket 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, right? So त्यो keeping that in mind also, what we thought is like, the production is here, entire sound system is here, it's set up there, अनि date पनि ठ्याक्क मिल्यो. New Year's Day and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we thought, why not, like, we have the stage, we have sound, everything production is here. Why not get Nepali artists to perform, in that stage? So, like, why not make it a 2-day thing? And our partners from India were hosting Anuv Jain in New Zealand. So they got a deal, 2 gigs deal. So, Nepal, and then this guy is just a one-man band, I think, like just performs with his acoustic guitar. So we thought, why not? Like, okay, so while we'll get some Nepali acts as well to perform on the same stage, and then It's a 2-day thing. Let's make it a festival thing. But next time I start going to idea obviously.
So चैतको लास्टमा न्यू इयर्स इभमा
Atif Aslam.
चाहिँ आतिफ असलम भयो इट इज अलरेडी बुक्ड अलरेडी सर्टेड एभ्रिथिङ इज डन इट्स ह्यापनिङ
It's happening.
होइन आतिफ असलम इज अन द के अरे इभ एन्ड देन अन द नेक्स्ट डे वैशाख 1 गते चाहिँ अनुप जैन एज
And 2 more Nepali acts we're going to announce very soon. Yeah.
होइन सो दिस इज द प्लान सो फार होइन प्रिसेल्स हुन थाल्यो
Pre-sales were actually better than Arijit Singhको event. Early Bird. त्यो स्टार्ट हेर्दाखेरि it was actually better than अलिकति सस्तो पनि छ यो पालि टिकट so maybe that's the reason also and then yeah I mean we were pretty surprised like you know when we just त्यति बेला हामीले 2 दिनको अनाउन्स पनि गरेको थिएन we just announced one day and then tickets were like you know अरिजित भन्दा राम्रो सेल्स भएको थियो अनि स्पोन्सर वाइज चाहिँ किन प्रब्लम भइरहेछ भनेदेखि त्यत्रो ठुलो स्केलको इभेन्ट you know 1 वर्षमै 2 चोटि हुँदाखेरि स्पोन्सरलाई पनि अफकोर्स गाह्रो चाहिँ हुन्छ बट देन या रेस्पोन्स आउँछ लास्ट टाइम लट अफ स्पोन्सर वाज नट स्योर इफ द इभेन्ट्स ह्यापनिङ अर नट किज पहिलाको धेरै कुराहरू भएकोले होइन इभेन्ट हुन्छ हुँदैन भने भेरी स्केप्टिकल अहिले चाहिँ प्रिटी कन्फिडेन्ट लाइक यु नो सेम टिम डुइङ इट यु नो त्यो भएकोले पनि अडियन्स पनि भनौँ त्यति बेला यु नो इभेन्टको दिन नेपाल बन्द हुने हल्ला थियो यु नो अरिजित ल्यान्डेड द सेम डे यु नो त्यो कुराले धेरै फरक पारेको थियो कि
यहाँ के छ भने अब यु saw what happened right yesterday हुन्छ नि होइन अब of course we have a new government now होइन same prime minister but obviously new coalition government होइन रासपा माओवादी of course the के अरे मैसी दल र एमालेको होइन सो द पोलिटिकल थिङ इज अलवेज गन चेन्ज त्यो त त्यो अलवेज भने अब इट्स गन किप अन लाइक द्याट इज त्यो कन्सटेन्ट नहोला हुन्छ नि होइन बट द बेसिक सबै थोक त इट्स अलवेज कन्सटेन्ट हुन्छ नि होइन सो आई डोन्ट थिङ्क वी सुड एटलिस्ट लिभ द पोलिटिक्स असाइड होइन एन्ड जस्ट क्यारी अन विथ वाट एभर वेयर डुइङ त्यो लाइफ डजन्ट चेन्ज जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई पोलिटिक्स चेन्ज भयो भने पनि हुन्छ नि होइन सो इट्स गन बी ओके टु जस्ट लागिरहेको छ मलाई
सिक्योरिटी वाइज यो नेपाल बन्दको चाहिँ हल्ला आए पनि हाम्रो पुलिसबाट भनौँ केबाट हामीले चाहिँ त्यति बेला सिक्योरिटी चाहिँ वेयर लाइक हुन्छ नि वाट एभर ह्यापन गाइज वी आर देयर यु जस्ट कन्टिन्यू विथ इभेन्ट त्यति सपोर्ट चाहिँ आएको थियो हाम्रो यु नो इभन लाइक त्यो के भयो 2-3 दिन यहाँ के भइरहेको थियो त्यति बेला होइन हामीलाई चाहिँ सपोर्ट चाहिँ थियो त्यति बेला चाहिँ यु गाइज गो हेड वी आर देयर फर यु
So Nepali New Year, okay. So Nepali New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, 2 days. Atif Aslam, Anup Jain, and everybody else. I know Edge Band is performing, and more bands are performing. I know Grasslands ko case mein say Grasslands happening March 16th. Norling. We're starting off around. What time are we starting off?
It's gonna start from 12.
Gates open by 12.
Okay.
First performance by 1.
Okay. So 1 p.m. to give or take
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
We have 3 stage.
Yeah.
So there'll be 2 stages simultaneously going on in the one dance stage and one live stage.
Yeah.
And later it's going to be once both the stages are
10 baje pachi
there'll be one
10:30 we start the after party stage.
Perfect. That's perfect. So we're going to go until 2 and hopefully everybody can, whoever is staying, whoever is not staying. Thank you so much. We love you. Have a great night. Don't photo anything.
Yeah, this time at least we're going to make sure no one's photo anything.
Is there an after party?
Yeah.
Let's
see. Let's
keep
see.
it to ourselves.
Let's see. I know what you mean. All right, awesome. This is March 16th, Grasslands.
I want to show you something here.
Yeah, go for it. Kole banayo, by the way, kusta nayo?
There's this lady called Mansi. She's from Pune. So we went for a very like old school traditional posters kind of vibe with the
with the vinyl.
Yeah.
So talking about after party, you know, so first Grasslands man.
Rishabh Dalia Nag Panchami ko posters jasto लाग्यो
Illuminati आँखै आँखा छ त्यहाँ
त गएर टाल्दाखेरि जस्तो गरेर वलमा टाल्दा नाक पन्छिको पोस्टर टाले
यस्तो हाले पनि हुन्छ नि एउटा कतिवटा आँखा छ त्यहाँ
गोबर लाउनु भएन
त्यस्तो लाग्यो मलाई अनि मैले चाहिँ यो A4 भन्दा
आफ्टर पार्टी के अरे
सो आफ्टर पार्टी भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो चाहिँ फर्स्ट ग्रासेसमा भन्दाखेरि होइन पुलिस आयो 12 बजे फर्स्ट डे बन्द गरिदियो होइन सो दिस गाइज फ्रम इन्डिया दे केम टु पार्टी हुन्छ नि
The sad part was, sorry, we got this collective, okay, from India. They call the Red Line DJs. They're about like 5 DJs. And they played together at once, guys. So there are 5 decks, and everyone plays one by one. So this was the first tour outside India. I don't think they've played outside India together like that. But this was, again, like, we overindulged, right?
Of course.
So we could get 3 of them and have them play 3 slots, but we got all 5 of them and have them play one big slot, right? But what happened? They started playing. They were supposed to play for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
5 of them, so 3 hours is nothing, right? So they were supposed to play 3 hours. 1 hour, 15 minutes later, this random cop who was just doing his rounds, hey, he saw the parking. He was like, "What's happening?" He came inside, and he just wasn't having it. He's like, "Just shut it down, whatever."
We're done. Pack up.
And we couldn't do anything. So Rishabh and me were like trying to figure shit out, whatever.
And these guys from India, what they did was they carried speaker, everything, to Norling rooms. You know how massive they are, right? You know the toilet. How
Yeah,
big they
yeah,
are.
yeah,
The
yeah.
toilet is probably about
Yeah, I know.
So they took the whole set of the toilet, right?
Yeah.
And started partying there. Like, people were there. So after parties in the toilet, and then I'm
That's the best party, by the way.
I'm
legendary.
I'm sorting things out with the police and this, that, right? And then everything, police is gone. It's half an hour, whatever. The situation is all
Control.
And then I get a call from manager. Rishabh ji, यहाँ तपाईँ भित्र आउनुहोस् यहाँ के भइरहेछ के भयो यहाँ त रुममा एउटै रुममा 60 जना छ. So I went in. के भयो? So I go to toilet. Again, parties. I was like, okay, I want to be here.
What a party.
Solid party. Like 40, 50 people in the bathroom.
If you could see our Instagram, I'll show you one. Go to Grasslands
Instagram, find Grasslands Instagram. No,
So
that's
that
the best
was
party, bro.
Yeah,
That's always the best.
So I somehow,
It's
you know,
one for the books. That's
the managerलाई हुन्छ नि मैले आधा घन्टा भन्दैछु भित्र गएँ आफै हराइदियो 15 मिनट, right? And so somehow I kept that party going for 1 hour, but then I had to.
And then later what happened
Yeah.
is like we're all inside. So I was like, the manager kept calling, eh? So I was like, okay, let me go speak to him. So I walk out of the room and I go down the stairs and the manager's there with like 15, 20 bouncers behind him.
It's Do you guys know Super Home? Buffyको Super Home थाहा छ? परेशको Super Home? थाहा छैन है? You guys don't know that, right?
अलिक बिस्तारै I think अझै
के खोजा तपाईँले?
त्यो I want to show them त्यो हाम्रो बम्बेको पार्टीको फ्लायर के
So Buffyको Super Home भन्ने छ हैन? कता तल?
अझै
ए मैले बुझेँ त्यो कमआउट भएको भने हैन
So this one, Optical Asylum Grasslands Festival. So these guys from Bombay,
These guys.
so they made this for hosted us in Bombay for a gig.
Final fight after party.
So these guys are from India, everyone here. So they were so impressed with that after party. They made a post out of this.
तिम्रो त्यो अलामबाजी छ मेरो साथीको my friend has this Paresh, you guys know
of
त भइसक्यो मैले भन्न मिल्छ हैन. This is a fantastic. Anyways, long story short, there's a place that I used to live in back in the day, you know, which has like a restroom with all the blue lights. Okay? हुन्छ नि हैन, that's where the party used to happen. Neon like it reminded me of that. Okay, someday I'll show you guys. Anyways, no guys, thank you so much for coming and
for having us, man.
best of luck for this. Best of luck for this. We are part of it. VMN is part of it, and we'll support as much as we can.
Thanks,
We'll make it a big hit. And
I
then
think you know you're hosting it.
yeah, I know. I know. It's gonna be super fun. I'm super psyched. I really want it to be like. I really want you guys to continue with this. You know, it has to. For me personally, it's a good way of educating as well. It has to go on. Okay? Like for that, you definitely need everybody to come together. Like let me add this. A lot of friends. See, one thing that I've come to realize. Okay? I've done it all. Like when it comes to events, MC Garnama, I've done it all. Like, dude, there's nothing left for me to do something ekdam out of the box or unique. 10,000 people, 15,000 people, like, done it all, you know. After a certain time, you come to a point where you just want to support and you want the scene to grow, okay? Yeah. I really would love to see everybody coming together to promoting everybody else, okay? Event scene map, okay? Yeah. It would be awesome. I know it doesn't work that way, but it would be great to... Rishabh, you know me. That's what I do. I tell everybody to come together for everybody else. And I really want that to be enhanced. Okay? You guys getting
Enhancified.
Like सबैजनाले हेल्प गरेर सबैजनाको कतै न शेयर मात्र गरिदियो त प्रमोट मात्र गरिदियो भने पनि पुग्छ के. I think that's what I really want to do. Obviously I have a lot of friends in this space and I always want everybody to work together. You know, at the end of it, like you said, like both of you guys said, and if the scene grows, you can take it to Chitwan. मेरो मेरो मेन मोटिभ नै टु डिसेन्ट्रलाइज हो कि अब चाहिँ माई भिजन सिइङ दिस कन्ट्री डिसेन्ट्रलाइज फ्रम काठमाडौँ वाट एभर इट इज दिस एनी सिन इज नट जस्ट म्युजिक बट एनिथिङ इभन दिस वाट एभर द हेल इट इज गो टु चितवन गो टु पोखरा गो टु बुटवल हुन्छ नि वन्स यु डिसेन्ट्रलाइज द्याट्स एक्चुली वेन everything is going to grow just like okay so it's going to be awesome to Atif Aslam can come after a few years to Chitwan
exactly.
I know we can do a big gig in that new stadium that we are building that is going to be a fantastic scene to see example matra there or Pokhara or anywhere else or we could send our act to Sunburn or Supersonics or whatever it is that would be great to go ahead and see and mero lob chai tyo ho ke feri anyways you guys are making it possible best of luck anything
16th of March
anything we missed out that you guys want to share
That's about it. That's
16th of March.
Get your tickets from Khalti.
बिर्सिरहेँ मैले त होइन खल्ती पो हो त होइन साँच्ची ल buy your tickets. Thank you so much everybody for listening. Thanks guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
This show is brought to you by Vyas Media Network.